Yo, but before we get started, I was just looking at something real quick, man. In the 2020 election, Biden got 81.3 million votes. Donald Trump got 74.2 million votes. If you add 81.3 and 74.2, you get 155 million 500,000 votes cast. 155 million 500,000 votes cast. Now, I had to pull this up on DuckDuckGo because, Google is compromised. But let me show you this. The number of registered voters in 1922 in 2020 were 161 million voters. You want to tell me that 155 million out of 100, so only 10 million people in all of America didn't vote in 2020 during the pandemic, when you had to mask up, couldn't come outside, and everybody had to have a mail-in ballot. I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna roll with you, right? Because I don't want to get my channels out. So it make perfect sense to me, bro. 10 million people fell short. All right, man. Let's officially start this, bro.
Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Stay away from cities with dyke mayors. They spray the pipes major. Don't play with your life, player. Or shake the dice, player. But if you got a quota, then stay away from toddlers. These bitches are fight promoters. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Train your toddler. Please train your toddler. Whippings, timeouts, take her allowance. Cause on what she will destroy your life if you allow it. Fucking, I'm tired of rapping. Yo, low, bring in the choir. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare. Welcome to the Daycare.
Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all the attention. That's why niggas is dying now. When these hoes get horny, niggas die. Hoes get horny, niggas die. Watch, every die. We gotta start saying fuck these bitches, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's all good. But if you fucking with a bitch, you need to break her ass and shake her ass.
Man, welcome to the Dirty Folks Podcast. It is your main man, Dirty Folks. I appreciate y'all being here, man. I just decided, like, when the show started, that I don't feel like changing clothes, and I'm wearing green, and I don't want to look like, my head is levitating all over on top of the screen. So, yeah, we're not camming up today. But bam, there I go. Matter of fact, well, I ain't even got it no more. I don't got my playground no more. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Do I? Nope. No more playground. All right, so I had the opportunity to be on Chaotic Truth's channel about 2 days ago. This show is 2 days overdue. And I got to listen to the Coloreds and the Colonizers debate race. And normally I don't entertain these conversations, except I heard General Dave in that bitch, right? I heard General Dave going to war for the Black Empire. So I stayed for a little while, listen to Dave, right? Because every day I be rooting for Dave because Dave from Chicago, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, we're going to have to kill Dave first. You know what I mean? And what I heard on that show sounded like the same things we've been hearing for 60 years. See, that's when I should have been ready. Let me show you.
What do you think about demonstration?
Demonstration? Well, if they go to Vietnam, they went on their own. The 5%, see, we know that the law is God, and we ain't gonna worry about it no more.
You're not gonna worry about what?
We ain't worrying about Vietnam. If you went over there, you went on your own.
See, we give respect to the government 100%, while we know what the government is doing for the people out here. See, we are 5% of poor righteous teachers. See, we know everything. See, we respect the government at all costs, while we'll back him up. But we know he doing his job, while we out here to do a job also.
Right.
That's why we here.
What do you think about the job they're doing, the government?
The government is doing everything right and exact. That's the way it's supposed to be. The government has always been right and exact. They doing their job and we doing ours. The 5% is going to do their job in the poor part of the planet Earth.
What's the difference between the job they're doing and the job you're going to be doing?
See, we're going to be building. We're going to build a black nation that's going to be all wise and righteous.
And
See,
we'll obey.
That's right. But see, we got our own rules and regulations, and we know that God is alive, and he is black.
Why aren't you marching today?
Why? Because we march for what? We don't need to march. We know who God is, and the Lord gonna take care of it all. That's why his son's out here now. You see three of us standing
we
here.
don't protest, you know. We
There's three of us
respect the
right
government.
here. We respect the government. We don't go through walking through the streets and protesting. If people want to do something, just go down there one at a time and tell the government what they want to do. The government is writing this act. They know what they're doing.
I'm gonna let this keep playing. He done talked about the black nation, which is the black empire, about God, about man on man politics. This sounds just this is from 1967. This is what this is commie talk. This is the 5% of Black Panther NOY Black Empire commie talk. At the time in which they said this was seen to be a smart black man. Like he was the wise, intelligent. Like, and we are talking about, to be perfectly fair, right? Up into the 2000s, bro. Into the 2000s. They used to find the dumbest black man they could find to be on the news, right? I mean, just like, you know what I mean, Joe? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yo, man, because they was a and yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? So this was seen as articulate for its time. This was the 1960s version of a black man who he speaks so well. But, yeah, continue.
Sure do. While I see Allah is a God, he told us to respect the government 100% and do anything the government asks. Well, see, we know we're going to do for the government. See, the government got to speak to us while we the high intelligent people of this planet Earth. See, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he's the last and greatest apostle of Almighty God Allah. See, he already submitted 100%. He's the holy Muslim.
How about your friend?
That's my brother.
That's the 5.
I'm a 5%. I ain't no friend.
Your friend of his?
I'm not no friend. That's my brother.
I see. How do you feel about the demonstration?
How I feel about it, didn't you hear me speak? Ain't no difference. We all is one.
60 years ago, gentlemen. 60 years ago. All right. So, like I said, I had the opportunity to listen to the FBA's debate the colonizers on Chaotic Truth's channel. And we're going to get a lot of the same things, except in this particular case. Oh, I should unplug. In this particular case, the colonizer got to talk back. So let's check this out. I don't know where Snow at. All right. So check this out. I wanted to send this to Snow, but it won't let me be great. They don't let you do the link anymore. They don't let you do the link anymore. Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out real quick. Give me 1 second, man, because I want to bring Snowman up, man. We doing some trailer park rig stuff. I'll be right back. I figured it out. Hey, yo, Snow, you got to drop the link, bro. Give me the link. I figured out how we gonna do it. Drop the StreamYard link. I want to review this. I think it's just fair. I think it's just fair to review the Colors versus a Colonizer with my favorite maker, Snow. Oh man, hold on, y'all. I'm nigga rigging. I'm not gonna lie to you. While I'm setting up so we can do the show, I got something for y'all. Titties. I'm gonna give y'all titties. I is with you, my friend.
There she is.
Ain't that a bitch?
Hey, you're gonna have to turn your volume down some though, man, because you're loud as fuck on my end. Now I can't hear you at all. And you're echoing. That could be me though, sharing your stream.
No, it's gonna work out with me. Bam, there we go, baby. There we go, baby. Shout out to me.
That's impressive.
I know, right?
Now, if you could just get rid of that echo. Oh, I know what that is. That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Right, I fixed it.
All right, so I'm gonna play this out. If, and I'll pause whenever you want me to pause it, or whatever the case may be. All right, but
Okay. Actually, since it's just me and you up here, let me move the shit around to where we ain't in everybody's shit.
yeah, that'll work.
Do it like
Teamwork make the dream work, Snow. Teamwork make the dream work. All right, let me know when you want me to
makes me
pause.
seem like I'm oppressing you. Let me do it like that. That's better. Or do you want to see the messages at the bottom too?
Oh, I got you. Oh, my bad, y'all. I did have a notion overlay. I apologize, man. Yeah, we in the mix. We in the mix like Hammer. Put me in the mix.
Yep. We're good.
All right. Let me know when you want me to push pause. I wonder what that white line is. Is it gonna go out? No,
I don't know what that is. Are you playing it?
yeah,
I can't hear shit.
it ain't moving. There you go.
Oh, I gotta play it.
Yeah, back with that lady.
Oh, you got to play it.
Yeah.
We made this damn country. That's the thing. We're not fortunate. Y'all fortunate that we made it.
That's Dave right there. Dave telling white boys how.
We need to get this shit together. These words.
Did you record this? Because this is a shitty recording, man.
Bro, I just realized it because I recorded it, but I had the mixer plugged in, so that's the buzz from the mixer. My bad.
It's kind of crazy.
You know, oh, who made what?
Would you not agree, B-Bray? Did we not contribute to significantly to this
Hey, how you gonna say you didn't say that when we listening
motherfucking
to you
country?
say?
You were farmer.
So what you mean? How we fortunate then if we did the job?
You were farm equipment.
Why does it keep stopping and going?
I don't know. It shouldn't. Want me to drop it down and put it back up?
Yeah, drop it down, put it back up.
I'm gonna drop it down, put it right back up.
Is that stream still up?
Possibly. We'll play it right here for a minute. I'll check to see if the stream's still up. Yeah. Ain't what I'm supposed to do.
Because if the stream's still up, we can just stream the stream itself. Chaotic ain't gonna care.
Nah, yeah, they can't go care. No, I pushed the wrong button anyway.
Shout out to Chaotic Truth, though, by the way, for the content. If you haven't subscribed to him, which most of you over here probably already have, go check him out.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. I have not subscribed to Chaotic Truth. I ain't even have no intention to be honest with you.
You got here, right?
Yes.
My people was here before you got here, right? We had free black people here
See,
when you was here, right?
Yeah, no, I came in.
So what you need?
Red says it's still up. Just go
I
pull the
came
stream.
in about 1920, 19.
Sure, you Alice type stuff. You know what I mean? Like we did
I
this
push pause on it, man.
shit out here.
Well,
You
look,
for
That shit's nuts. That shit's gonna drive me nuts. Woo! Yeah, it's gonna drive me batty.
Yeah,
We'll get this shit to you.
Yeah,
Just bear with us, folks.
Crazy.
Yeah, bear with us.
We
Bear
gonna
with
get
us.
there, man. We gonna get there. I'm gonna put that like a 9-hour stream though, but I know where it was at.
I think I remember seeing some of that.
Shit, a 10-hour stream. That boy crazy. That boy is out his rabbit ass, man.
I've done streams like that before, though, too.
Those be overnight streams though.
I think while you're looking that up, man, I'm going to get me a glass of apple juice.
Apple juice is for players. What you know about apple juice? You ain't no real white person.
What are you
Apple
talking
juice-
about?
Apple juice for real white people. You got to get apple drink.
No, I get apple juice. I get apple cider too, but we're out of that. But I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll start it from right here. I got the clip up when you ready. I'll drop it in the back link. So basically, guys, there's a point that I want to get to. Why he go get his apple drink? He can't fool me talking about apple juice. He ain't gonna fool me. I know he from the trailer in Ohio. Ain't in Ohio, but meth heads and ex crack heads. They don't know nothing about apple juice. You know how much apple juice costs? And orange juice without the pulp. They drink orange juice concentrate. You don't know nothing about apple juice. But anyway, So we want to get into the dynamic of the differences of, because I think the race war, quote unquote, is really an online thing. Not like the gender war. The gender war is real because the gender war affects us on an everyday, fundamental basis when Keisha doesn't hire you and things of that nature. But the race war and the gender war both sound like, for those who just love Hood Channel, it sound like a fat Keisha talking to the white man about oppression. In my opinion, now I could be wrong, and we can drop the link so y'all can join it if you want to. But
Well, where'd Dirty go?
damn, where I go? I was talking that whole
I don't know
time.
where he went. Is this the new one? Nope, that's the recording. There he is. The fuck happened?
I don't know. I was talking the whole time too. That's crazy. Hold on, man. I'm trying to get rid of the board. Yeah, it's in the back chat. Where we gonna start from? Yeah.
Okay.
What I was saying that y'all didn't hear is, just play it now. We here, son.
Gotcha. StreamYard present share screen. What is it? This one? Yeah. There we go. You see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Start from right there.
Oh, that's standard.
Take them niggas with you. No, take them with you. Take them niggas with you.
I can take my mixed family with me.
Yes, that's your family. That's my baby.
Okay, hey, Mike, why are you foundational Americans instead of property?
Paul.
Say what?
He said, your audience.
Why are you foundational Americans instead of property?
Instead of property.
Wow. That sounds like imperious.
The lead up to that was crazy too. But he was like, yeah, we foundational Americans. We built this nation. We was here before y'all was here, and blah blah blah. He's like,
I want to know where the remnants of this empire was that was built before we got here. That's all I want to know. I think that's a fair question, right?
It's a fair question. All questions are fair questions. I don't necessarily have an answer to that question. I mean, there are sites that were buried that have been excavated in the last 30 years, but they were all like in the Southwest. So I can't tell you what's going on in tobacco land. When they popped up in Virginia and in the Carolinas, I can't tell you.
Right. You ready for me to hit play?
Go ahead.
Say white property, Americans.
You said white property. I hear you. You said white property.
No. Since we owned you, aren't we foundational Americans? Well, we do. I own you because you follow every law that people like me write. So yeah, I do own you. You're not running out of you run.
Bro, do you got it on double speed or something, bro?
No. It's on normal speed, dude.
Why it sounds so fast, man? Slow it down, just a little taste, bro. I think it's I'm telling you, you've been on double speed the whole time, bro.
I have nothing to do with my mic. Has nothing to do with the fucking.
I don't know what's
video, dude.
That sounds super fast. You're
it
right.
Sounds, dude. It's just fucking the way they normally talk.
That's crazy.
You are? Are you in jail?
Anyway, be brave. Let me talk to somebody that gets some sense.
No. Hold on. Stay with me.
No.
If you're not,
Pause.
if you're not owned by the white people, why do you follow white people's laws?
Name one of them.
You got to slow down a little bit, bro. Just like a taste. 'Cause that's going like real fast.
What are you talking about?
Is it just sounding fast to me? Yo, chat, does it sound fast to you? They got bad mics. The screen kept lagging.
Chat, does this sound fucking fast to you when I play this, or is Dirty Folks smoking crack today?
Um, uh, well, Red Illusion say bad mics. Dave say yes, it sounds kind of fast. Um,
I do.
Have you gone out and shot somebody today?
Well, I gotta shoot somebody in the
Probably
back
another but not.
Can't do it.
you can't put it on one thing slower.
No, dude, that was one thing slow.
That's
White.
crazy.
Wait. Empress, you know they put these laws in place for people like you. You can't break me.
No, they put people like you. See, people like me with enough money, we can get away with it.
These laws are made for you.
Sir, you get the justice you can afford. No, you get the justice you can afford.
These laws are made for
you. I'm
It's the energy law.
Privilege, I can do whatever I want to do. Come on. What happened to that?
You can't do nothing. You can take. It's a free take. You can't do nothing.
The only privilege is green. And so if you have enough money, you can get the justice you want. So again, you're still
melanin and you ain't got none.
No, that's called sickle cell.
You was
sorry, I'm still wondering.
nighttime, ain't you?
No, sir. It's sickle cell. That's why you guys don't have good oxygen and high elevation.
What's your real? Listen. I got.
Now,
what's your question?
Well, my question is how in any way are you foundational on your own? Wouldn't it be you?
I've already answered. If you don't get it, go back and listen to the tape.
No, but you're not. There's nothing to get because you haven't answered it.
You're not worth my response, Empress.
Well, then I'll just make this my show now.
Oh, you just go. I let it be. No. I let my business start on time. Go ahead,
sir.
I would like to make a disclaimer.
Good.
It wasn't my fault. The buzzing was my fault, but the bad audio wasn't my fault. We were sitting here thinking like, did I record it back? No. This is straight off the YouTubery streets. You know what, aviator views? I don't necessarily. I don't know. I'm gonna let the my maker answer that. How do you feel about that? That white people don't really like black people.
Look, to be honest with you, I think the vast majority of white people just they aren't. That black people just aren't really in their proximity unless it's like at work or something like that. Other than that, it's just like they don't give a shit. And if you really think about it, with the way things, the polarity of, the straight white male today, anyhow, I mean, they've been made the fucking, public enemy number one. So I'm sure a lot of white guys just automatically assume that black guys hate them just because they're white. At this point, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I think the first thing you said leads to the second thing you said, but I can see both things. Like if you're not introduced, here's the problem. Everybody's introduced to all type of women because men hunt women. We don't care about the color of the woman, right?
Well, some men do.
Some do. Some are pro whatever they are, but I mean, generally speaking, like men would be like, "Oh, it's a hole, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's fat, then you don't do that. But I digress. So, shut up. So, but when it comes to men, because only men have tribalism, it's a lot of times unless you're at work or at school, you're not going to interact or play a sport. At the fitness club or something, you're not going to interact with people of other groups because they're not by they're not your group by proximity, right? But when you meet those people in those type of places, it's normally a cool environment, right?
Well, and Aviated makes another pretty good point. He says you can't like someone you can't relate to. And that is true. And if you think about it, a lot of white people don't feel as though they can relate to black people.
The older I get, the less I relate to black people. But with that being said, how many white people really relate to trailer park white people? How many white people relate to West Virginia or Alabama?
Right, I get that. White people just hate people in general. I think, to
People
be
hate
honest with
people,
you,
bro.
you know, and white people really are. I mean, they're judgmental motherfuckers. They really are. I'll just keep it a buck. I've seen white people be fucking the most evil to people that look like them.
Okay, I don't have a comment for
I'm
that.
not even bullshitting, dude.
I, Look, man, I'm welcomed wherever I go. Cause wherever I go, I
So am
know
I.
wherever I'm at, I know the people that I'm around really don't give a shit about me, like me or dislike me.
Like Mayo said, and it's true. We don't like our trash.
There you
You
go.
know, and those that are trash do their damnedest to try and hide it from the rest of the whites.
That's true. They don't market their trash. Blacks have a very bad habit of marketing their trash. The tattoo face people.
Right.
Very and you know the irony is because they market it so much and they normalize the the bottom 20% so much that everybody who's not the bottom 20% when they're black think that they're an anomaly. Like, nah, motherfucker, you the majority. You 80%.
Mm,
But it's not rewarded because Keisha loves felons. So you don't get the reward for it. You get the monetary reward. You get to move somewhere else, but you don't get the reward like, man, I achieved in school. They're gonna throw me a party. I'll get a trunk party. Your sister will get a trunk party. You won't. You just go to college and they hope you don't come back. They hope you make it.
right.
You get $20 a week if you go to jail, but you don't get $20 a week for those same noodles when you're in college, right?
Yeah, Brad makes a good point too. We don't take our trash and call it cultural. We don't call the successful ones white excellence.
I'm not going to disagree with that. But that's I'm not going to disagree with that. That's a cultural dynamic, right? So cuz I ain't been black in a while, right? I ain't been black since almost 9 years, right? I'm 9 years old. I ain't been black in 9 years, right?
I don't even know if I'm white anymore.
Yeah, the little colored boy shot me, bro. I was like, fuck this nigga shit. Um, but
Because I'll be honest with you, dude, whites are, dude, the whites in America today are very shameful to me. And should be
wow,
ashamed of themselves.
motivational wizard said Snowman is hating on white people's hate. That's wild. That's wild.
I'm not hating on it. I just, I was a victim of it my damn self.
Won't he let me be great? And he got my presets on
And what's
screen.
crazy, it was just when I was growing up as a kid for the most part. But because I'm like you, man, I can go pretty much anywhere, man, and get along with anybody. I mean, Christ, you saw that yourself firsthand.
I mean, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I handle myself pretty damn well.
I mean,
And
except for the black transgender white guy. That's crazy too. But anyway, I digress.
no, I'm just talking. Not everybody can. Not everybody even has the testicular fortitude to be able to get in a car and say, "Hey, I'm going to go to the south end of fucking Chicago where all the gangbangers are at and pick up some ex diversity gangbanger
Nah,
and
bro,
take him to
nah,
fucking
I'm not.
Milwaukee."
We gonna fight, man. That's why we gonna fight for calling me a DEI gangbanger. But nah, you. This is
You know
how
what? I'm just saying it's a fact. Not everybody's going to be able to walk into that situation and feel comfortable.
I agree. Not every black guy's gonna go to Milwaukee with a bunch of white guys with guns on their hips, and the only person I was scared of was the other black guy. And not
Fair
even
enough.
because he was black, just because his wife was getting on his nerves. I was like, man, he gonna
Right.
kill everybody. I'm Like, don't answer the phone, my G. Everybody gonna die,
Right.
bro. Don't answer the phone.
We're
Because
all we're all gonna die because your girl won't be tripping and shit.
right, and that's how I knew his wife was black. I'm like, yo, she got to be black because he about to kill everybody and himself. Like, but I digress. Women plus guns don't mix. They talking about liquor and cars don't mix. Liquor and guns don't mix. Women and guns don't mix.
Right. You wanna play some more of this?
Yeah, man, because we ain't even got to the Dave part.
I'm letting you do your thing.
I like you to use my platform. This is a white platform, sir.
Spread your mayonnaise bullshit all over. Go ahead.
This is a white.
Just
Yes. I'll
anyway.
spread my mayonnaise and I'll make your sister white. I'll shoot it all over. Now, please, can we go? Can we get back to the topic? Okay.
I can't help but laugh that because that was funny. It was funny.
Bro, it's so fast. We can't even make no slower. It's going so fast. I missed the joke. Like the white boys was kind of they was kind of funny though on that. I I stayed for a minute, but I got off because I ain't gonna lie, the white boys was winning. I was like, yo, but it wasn't even that.
Right.
At some point, it sounded like a dude arguing with his wife, and I was like, yeah, I'm straight.
When's Dave hop on here?
Dave should be on there.
There he is. There he is. I see the D.
Foundation of jigaboo nonsense with Ebonics. And I don't understand where is the foundation? You have to have a foundation.
Calm down, Empress.
So what is the actual foundation?
Pull your skirt down, Empress.
Well, I'll pull your mom's skirt down. I had her bent over the other day. Now, do you want me to fill your girlfriend's dish up while I'm here, or what?
You know what? That is a good question, though. Pause real quick. If you're going to be foundational blacks, what's the foundation? That is an interesting question, right?
That is a good question. What is your foundation built upon?
Most foundations are built on religion, right? And then you branch out from religion and you go to a field of expertise. It's not about money. People skip straight to the money. Like the field of expertise gets you the money,
Right.
but everybody's known for something, right? Even when y'all talk about the Latinos coming up to pick cherries, right? They're known if they're gonna be cherry pickers, they're known for something. Like you have to have a foundation of something and build upon that to get something else. I think that is an interesting question, bro, because the foundation is religion, and black people have never accepted their own religion. They accept everybody else's religion. They let all the foreigners come through and give them a religion, but yeah.
I thought Christianity was the black person's religion.
Um,
Christianity is older in Africa than it is in Europe.
well, in Northeast Africa, but that's not where the quote unquote
Well,
slaves came
I mean,
from.
the oldest the oldest Christian Bibles in Ethiopia.
That is true, but that's not where the slaves came from. Like, and that's another thing. Geography is a problem. I mean, we're talking about people, talking about people who live in America that don't know how many states are in America, right? People that see Africa as a nation instead of a continent. Like, geography is a real problem when you start talking about any historical thing. And religion is history. Like, every
Right, but like
religion is
most,
private.
you see how like most of Europe, they all practice Catholicism or some kind of Protestant religion, right? But in essence, it's basically the entire continent or country, the entire European nation is pretty much all Christian, is what they would say.
Right.
That's why you would assume that if Christianity it predates or if African Christianity predates European Christianity, why wouldn't the entire continent of Africa practice Christianity?
They didn't move around like that. So here's the crazy thing: the Christian and later Muslim countries in Africa weren't the ones that got that weren't the ones that they enslaved people, but they weren't the slave nations. If that makes sense, right? It's like the slave nations were under what's the name of that stupid ass religion? They don't have no books because there was no written religion in Africa in those countries, right? So to have the oldest library in Ethiopia, which is true, and then they have another one that was in damn, what Mansa Musa from? Not Morocco, um, but around that area, and then Egypt, right? And somehow all the think about this though, all the libraries are named Alexandria. So who do you think put the libraries there, right?
Right.
So black people were just singing chants, and they were trying to sing down but now since they just sing. They sing about anything, bro. I did a show about it, bro. Like I actually showed the I can't remember the name of the religion. It was so dumb I ain't even committed to memory. But they tried to make a little Africa in South Carolina, talking about they took the original African religion, and it was just a bunch of always a bunch of fat black bitches doing bad architecture, but it was very colorful and singing songs. And I'm like, who are they deities? Like, what is their? And I researched it, and all the songs. They're like, yo, ain't no written. It's just spiritual. However you feel, you sing it out. And they were. I'm like, this is not a religion. This is the choir. Black religion is the choir.
Mayo says the foundation part comes from the myth that they built in this country.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yoruba. Thank you, Red Illusion. I was like, this ain't nothing but fucking singing and dancing. They don't have a
Yanuba,
deity.
Yanuba, the is that the religion of Yakub?
Man, don't give me look. I ain't African. I don't know what the fuck. But she was dumb. There's no. They lack everything that you would need to make a cartoon. Right. The the hierarchy, the the myth, the the assignment to a particular caste, like god of even Native Americans had the rain dance, right? And they had a particular god that they they prayed to for rain, right? They didn't even have a harvest god or anything like that. It was just a bunch of goddamn singing. And now they singing gospel hymns and calling it Yoruba, or how the fuck you pronounce that stupid shit.
Well, let's watch some more of this racist shit.
Pick on a girl your own age, man. She's 80.
Well, hey, dude, that's fine with me, dude. The more humiliation for you, the better.
Geriatric.
Okay.
The geriatric, I'll make her feel alive again.
No, calm down, man. You're real boisterous.
Oh, JC, the blacks.
Yeah,
See, this is the thing. The blacks are very vicious, but when they come across a real vicious white man, you guys aren't in the same league. Remember, we butcher continents. We butcher continents. You guys sit there and complain and shoot up. No, hold on. You guys use Glock switches on little drive-bys. You can't hit people outside of a barn, but we eliminate continents. I think the blacks need to be very mindful of who they're effing with. Because when we're done with eviscerating all the other people, we eviscerate ourselves.
I hear it in your voice, man.
That's pretty wild, man.
Man, I missed it. What'd he say?
You didn't listen to none of that?
No, I went and grabbed a cup of coffee real quick.
Here, let me bring it back for you.
I'll make you do
The blacks are very vicious, but when they come across a real vicious white man, you guys aren't in the same league. Remember, we butcher continents. We butcher continents. You guys sit there and complain and shoot up. No, hold on. You guys use Glock switches on little drive-bys. You can't hit people outside of a barn, but we eliminate continents. I think the blacks need to be very mindful of who they're effing with. Because when we're done with eviscerating all the other people, we eviscerate ourselves.
That.
Oh yeah, I heard that in real time. I was like, yo, burn. That was a burn. Yo, everybody keep asking about the audio. I promise you guys, it's on Snowman. Snowman need to close a tab or something. Hit a defrag.
I only have 2 tabs open, Dick. I don't know to tell you.
Man, look. I'm just saying.
I have that tab open and my StreamYard tab open. That's it.
I don't know. You need to defrag, bro. It's not. It's straight off YouTubery, bro. So if the audio choppy, y'all, it's the YouTube. I gave him the YouTube link directly to the channel. So
Present screen. See if this is any better.
I can hear your voice, man. Don't make me do a cycle.
Sir, you can't make a
That any
psychoanalysis
better?
without being in front of a patient. So, that's very easily understood by any kind of.
I've heard enough.
With a PhD. Well, you haven't heard enough because you're still talking and you're still listening to liberal nonsense. You obviously haven't heard enough.
I don't know what it is.
Like, the blacks need to wake up and actually be men and stop complaining and asking for people to give them shit. In the end, the issue is when you rely on anyone for if you rely on anyone. If you rely on anyone for anything, you are a slave. If you rely on another,
Was that you, Dirt? Oh, that was you on there, weren't it?
Yeah, I was on there, but I ain't saying that. I was just letting them rock out. At some point, it was.
another person, you are beholden to them.
We got somebody doing the panel. He said, wait. Dirty folks who said, wait. Why did you say wait?
It's, first of all, what's up? Yeah,
What's going on?
I had to come up, man, because this is why we got to kill you first. Look, Dave, you got to quit talking for FBA in Chicago, bro. And I'm both. Look, I get what they're saying. I agree with the separation, but because everybody separates tribally, not based on crayon, just tribally. That's what Chinatown, on every city, Greek town, Little Italy. People want to be around their own, but they still trade with others. That's how you get to where you're going. I don't even necessarily. Y'all make it a color thing, and it is to a certain extent. But bro, I done talked to a couple of these guys, and they pure. They put trailer park races, and I like that. I like them. I like the energy. The enemy you know is better than a friend that'll stab you, right? You know, and I'm used to speaking with the enemy. I speak with black women. I speak with the enemy all the time. But I know how it works. These conversations never go anywhere because everybody want to argue. Instead of saying, you know what? We all have a goal. Here's the problem. I don't think, and I say this as FBA, and I talk to y'all others. I don't think y'all have a goal. You have a passion. Because when you only people that can back when you
Did you want me to like maybe play this from like my end or something, because like the audio is coming in?
You can't.
I can't hardly. It's like you make me think I'm fucking having a stroke and shit. Like I want to make sure I ain't stroking the fuck out,
bro.
I mean, if you think you can do it better,
you know.
Hold
I
on.
think Snow was doing it off the tab instead of the full screen, and maybe that's why.
Hold on. Okay. All right. What's the actual link? Give me the link, and I'll post it up, and I'll just you can just watch my screen. Here we go. Yeah. Maybe because I got all this good white people internet and everything like that, so that's probably.
So do I. I think I need to go down and I think I have to go down and reboot my fucking shit down in the basement.
You gotta kick your router.
It's wild. I mean, I could have shared it since I got it, but good white people internet is wild. Who is black people internet? I'm
Cricket.
There you go.
Or what was it? No, not Cricket. Hold on. It's usually the other shit. It's clear internet. Clear. That shit was fucked up. That shit was trash. Hold on. Let me just open this up for you, brother. Hold on. Yeah, good brother.
It should take you right back to where we were too.
Yeah, it should take back to the link. It was like a 10-hour stream, and of course, we're not listening to all 10 hours of that stream.
Hold on. I got you. Let me just take this.
Well, you know, maybe I wouldn't have hillbilly internet if you motherfuckers would hit the Cash App from time to time.
Man, matter of fact, support the stream, support the show, man. Support the show.
All right, hold on. I'm going to come back in. Let me present the screen. Share the screen. I believe this is it, and there we go. You got it. You watching it? You seen it?
Yep, I see you.
All right. So let me just make this big for y'all. Full screen it. Let's go. Now, what? Now, okay. What exactly had happened? I was hearing it in and out. And I was walking back and forth. I couldn't hear everything. So,
Well, if you want to go back about a minute or two, you can.
Now you
all right.
well your ad
Where
to be a minute or two back. To be honest with you, to switch play because we've been playing.
was
for a
that?
couple
Oh,
minutes.
okay. So there was there something. I think I heard Imperious say something. Did you want to go back to that part, or we at that part?
Man, we just push play, bro. We'll go back to 4 minutes. That seemed like it took 30 minutes because audio.
All right.
Take them niggas with you. No. Take them with you. Take the mixed babies with you.
I can take my mixed family
Shut
with
up!
me.
I hate you.
Yes.
I don't know, bro. I can't.
I know what it is. I got to go down and reset my shit down in the basement where it all comes in. I got to do a hard reset on my network.
You got some.
All right,
You got some. You got some gremlins down in the basement chewing on your Ethernet cables.
Oof.
Probably.
Don't feed your mogwais after midnight, man.
How about that?
What the heck I just do?
I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm trying to fill the screen and it ain't working.
Hold on, yeah, it's doing this. Sometimes my Chrome.
No,
not you want to get my shit? Yeah.
Well, you can at least hear it.
You can hear it. You just ain't gonna be able to watch it.
Theater of the mind, baby. Theater of the mind.
That's your family. That's a white baby.
Okay, hey, Mike, why are you foundational Americans instead of property?
Oh,
you said white. You said white property.
Americans.
You said white property. I hear you. You said white property.
No. Since we owned you, aren't we?
Who said you own me?
Americans?
Oh no.
Well, we do. I own you because you follow every law that people like me write.
Ooh.
So I do own you.
Holy
You're not
shit.
running out. You run out there
I'm not
naked
following
and
none of
running
your
down the
laws,
street.
Emma. Do it sound like I follow your laws?
You are, or you'd be in jail right
Anyway, be brave. Let me talk to somebody that got some sense.
No. Hold on. Stay with me.
I can only deal with a fag about 1 hour out the day, man. You ain't had no time.
If you're not owned by the white people, why do you follow white
Cyber,
people's
since you're
laws?
up here, pause this a minute.
Name one that I do.
Cyber, since you're up here, you have the controls in the back too. I'm going to go ahead and reset my internet. Make sure that when I drop, you put True's stream his thing back up so we can keep playing it for everybody.
Okay.
Yo, I'm with you, Suspicious. Suspicious say the internet keeping the white man down. I'm with that, bro. That's what happened.
I'll fix it, man. Give me about 10, 15 minutes.
It don't sound stupid. That's what happened. But that's because he not a white man. He a micker. But he my micker.
Yeah, crazy, man. What's up, Dirty? What's up, Snow? How you doing, bro?
Man, slow mo, bro.
How you doing, Ghost? How you doing, Duck? How you
Who's
doing?
the Duck? That's a fucking crow. Who is this?
That's crazy.
It's aviated. It's aviated.
Yeah, you called me a duck. That's crazy.
Man,
I tried the best I could to make that a fucking look like the Google version of a raven and shit, but I don't know.
Yeah, we can name you FBG Duck.
That's crazy. Come on, man.
Yeah, what's up, Mount Rat? I'm not telling you, saying that you're a snitch, bro, but I'm just, naming the picture that I see, bro.
Daggone, man.
I'm a man, not a mouse.
How about that? So wait a minute. So Imperious was just going off on whoever this dude was. Who was he talking to at this point?
His tag is for the family. He's also
this guy. Okay.
He's also come up with the name Mike Jones, and Imperious and Mike Jones are made for each other. They're two peas in one fucked up pod.
Yeah, I don't understand, bro. Like sometimes, bro, ego can really destroy someone's life, or can really destroy what you have built just for ego, because ego leads to unsatisfaction, and when you're unsatisfied, you just go over doing unnecessary thing, and you crumble. Your empire crumble. Everything that you work for crumbles. So, man, like I'm just trying to say that to show that guy that certain things that he had, like you don't have to say these dumbass shit. You just gonna lose people on your side. You just
Yeah.
gonna make enemies. The more enemy you make, the worse it is for you. The better, the more friends that you make, the better it is for you. Because the more friends you have, the less people will come to you and fuck with you.
Well, the problem I see with both of these guys, both Imperius and Mike Jones, they like to grandstand on the achievements of others, from the historical achievements of people from the past, solely through the attribution or through the skin color, right? They attribute these achievements through skin color. Like, these people looked like me, so that means that's who I am. And they're neither one of them are willing to take the bad along with the good. They just want to grandstand on the good achievements. You know, Imperius will say, "Oh, the Catholics did this, and the white man did that, and the white man came up with all this poetry." I challenged him one time. I asked him to give us some of his poetry, and he started off with this stupid fucking Mother Goose nursery rhyme shit, and all it was a bunch of ad hominems. You know,
Yo,
he
imperialism
got maybe
is weird.
he got maybe 2 lines out, and people started laughing it down. And Mike Jones will do the same thing. He's like, these people from the past, I look like them, you know, and they achieved this, which means that's what I should be credited for. And I find it really interesting how these FBA people call immigrants who are black, who've come to America, they call them tethers, right? Like, they've come over here and tied themselves to American achievement just on their physical attributes. But the whole premise of this foundational Black American thing, these guys today are not the guys from the past, but they are tethering themselves to those people from the past, trying to ride their coattails for their achievements. Like, Mike Jones is not Booker T. Washington.
Okay, wait.
Oh, I understand what he's trying to say.
I understand
He's
what
trying
you're
to say that
too,
we're
and that
backing
was kind
off.
of a bar, but I want to get clarification.
Yeah,
because what you're saying
that's some
about tethering
crazy good
yourself
shit,
to the
bro.
past, I'm not even mad about that was a bar. Here's what happens.
And that's called for every nation, any black nation or white nation. We walk off, our ancestors' achievement instead of achieving shit.
Right. If an individual from an alternative geographical location is talked down to for coming here and being here, then how much worse is it for someone who tries to tether themselves to someone from a historical?
Well, everybody does that. That's the whole. Everybody has family crest, all type of things. That's natural. But here's the flip side of what you're saying, though, and here's the issue. The issue is that the Manchurian candidates, right? So this is how you get a Kamala saying she's black, even though she's clearly Pakistani or some shit. This is how you get Barack Obama.
Yeah, she's like 1/4 or a half
She
of
ain't
some shit.
a
1/4.
nun. She's a fucking nun. A nun. But so
Because
what
her
happens
dad is.
what happens is that all when you come from somewhere else and your whole goal is to see America as a check, which God bless, right? And that's why everybody send money back home and shit like that, right? And I just heard an Arab say this, Pakistan, Pakistani, right? Say this day before yesterday or 3 days ago. He was debating with a black guy, and the Arab was like, "Yo, you ready for the race war?" And black guy, old black guys though, boomer black guys, they don't want no problems. They get their ass beat and get a street named after them. They think that's an accomplishment to get their ass beat. So, he like, "Yo, you ready for the race war?" And the black guy's like, "I don't want a race war." And he was like, "Yo, if the war kick off, y'all stuck here. I'm gonna go back home." I've heard Nigerians and Jamaicans and not Jamaicans necessarily, but Haitians say the same thing. I'm gonna go back home. So I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna do all type of bullshit. I'm gonna take the money. I'm gonna suck dick for cash on film. I'm gonna do whatever it take. I'm gonna push the gay agenda. I'm gonna do whatever it take to get this bag. Then I'm gonna go back home, and everybody gonna blame the blacks. That's the problem. It's not the problem. Isn't coming for the opportunity. The fact is they're using Manchurian candidates to push all type of bullshit. Joy Reid talk about fucking Jim Crow and slavery more than a motherfucker. And this bitch is first generation Nigerian like a motherfucker. You weren't even here. That's the problem. But I give tethering yourself to the past. I get that part. I'm with you on that one. That was a bar.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. We do that shit a lot. The thing is that we stagnant. We stay stagnant on developing ourselves and creating shit in the present, and we stuck in the past on what we've achieved in the past. And it's both race. It's doesn't matter. It's black and white that does the same shit. That's why we can't invent shit. Like I was looking at a video where there was that scientist speaking and saying that like there's no new shit being invented. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's is inventing shit. Like there's no inventor and creating new shit for us in America. Everybody stays stagnant because they have that pride in them. Oh, my ancestor did this. My sister did that. My shit did that. Oh, we were the shit. We are this, that. We fought this. We fought that. But what the fuck are you doing now? Like, where's the work that you're pouring in now? Like, where's the work? Like, instead of like doing that race war, race battle. Oh shit. Fuck you, this and that. Or he's a theater. He's a FBA. Or is black? Is a white this and white that? Why don't motherfuckers just put their heads together and make new innovation, create new technologies that solves world problem? We have a lot of fucking problem right there. We have hurricane killing people, natural disaster killing our asses, and we're stuck here debating who's gonna fucking he's stealing all my resource, he's stealing this and that. There's no there's less resource. Why? Because we're not producing enough resource. That's why there's less resources.
Valid point, different conversation. Yo, who got the play button?
I got the play button. I was letting him rock. He was cooking a little bit. I didn't want to interrupt. There you go.
Have you gone out and shot somebody today?
Well, I got to shoot somebody
another black, but not a white.
You know they put these laws in place. Wait. Empress. You know they put these laws in place for people like you. You can't rape.
No, they don't. They put it for people like you. See, people like me with enough money, we can get away with anything.
These laws are made for you.
Sir, you get the justice you can afford. No, you get the justice you can afford.
These laws are made for you.
It's the Genesee laws. It's privilege. I can do whatever I want to do because I'm white. What happened to that?
You can't do nothing. Use a tick. Use a flea tick. You can't do nothing.
The only privilege is green. And so if you have enough money, you can get the justice you want. So again, that you got on this earth you're still
melanin, and you ain't got none of it.
No. That's called sickle cell.
You afraid to go outside at nighttime, ain't you?
No, sir. It's sickle cell. That's why you guys don't have good oxygen and high elevation.
What's your real? Listen. I got time for a bitch. What's your question?
Well, my question is,
nobody gets good oxygen at high elevation.
When you were owned, wouldn't it be you?
Oxygen at high elevation doesn't
exist. If you don't get it, go back and listen to the.
It's not plentiful enough, but again, he's going for the racial thing. And shout out to him. I dig it. You're activating, the nippers, but you gotta be careful just in case somebody come along and just like, hey, yo, hit you with like the facts, then you kind of leave yourself kind of open and vulnerable.
And I want to talk about the tribe thing, man. Back in the days, man, tribalism was all about bloodline. Tribalism was all about that, like they're in the same land. Let's say, for example, we're in this land, right? And there's like multiple tribes. There's like 10 fucking tribes. And what happened is that all these people in the tribe are my bloodline. They share my blood. If everybody in this tribe were like different people of different bloodline, they want to be walking naked at each other. There will be
walking naked at each other. What are you talking about?
Yeah, bro. What? No, when you go back, I'm talking about the old age where when you see a tribe people back in the old days, back in the uncivilized days, when you used to see tribal men. You used to see these tribes. They were walking naked, bare naked, or a small piece of animal cloth hiding their private part. But when you see them, they're not people of different background. They're family members. That's why you don't see them fucking each other, because they're family members. They're sisters, brothers, aunties, and uncle. They walk naked next to each other because they're not fucking.
I'm not gonna say they don't sleep with their sister, but
you know what I'm saying? But wait. So what happened is that these tribes, they weren't talking about oh, we this land, or this is us each other's land, or this is that. This is how the relationship started. They married off their children to other children of other tribe, and they dictated that, oh, if we're gonna marry four children to each other's tribe, of for two of these couples, two of these three children that are going to become couple are is going to go to this tribe, and the other two is going to go to the other tribe, and they're keeping having children, and they increase their numbers. This is how you make it tribal
that's fine.
relation.
That's fine and good, and I agree with you on how tribes are formed initially. I agree with that. This discussion is to me, to me, and the reason I wanted to and I like I said, this is 2 days old, and then I just saw a conservative stream about a black girl arguing with a white guy, and it sounded exactly the same. These discussions sound like married couples. and,
Yeah.
and that's my issue, right? Like I don't like the irony is this. I'm about to like take all the videos down on my channel, bro. Like I'm changing my whole content off of this dialogue, bro. At some point, and
No.
shout out to Kareem, man. He hit me and told me this like 3 months ago. It was like, yo, just entertain the monkeys, bro. Get your money, entertain the monkeys, bro.
There you go.
No, I just wanted to say that nationalism comes off merit. You know what I'm saying?
Now
It's all
nationalism come
about
off birthright, but
no merit. It's all about what can you contribute to the people, to us in a group. What do you contribute to us in a group for you to raise your voice and speak as such? Because are you contributing something that everybody's gonna benefit from?
there's a lot of dead weight in every nation. But uh, here's the thing.
Because I'm not a nationalist because you're just living in the same country, motherfucker. If you try to rape or try to beat or try to kill a family member of me, bro, I'm gonna go
I
after your
get
neck.
that, but it's still on birthright. For instance, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you hit these panels, it's a bunch of people who don't live in Chicago, but they from Chicago, and they
Right.
still have an affection for the childhood they had, and that's wherever you grew up at. That's where you feel the
The
most.
word you were looking for was an affinity,
That's what I said. Didn't I?
affinity,
What did I say?
an affection.
Oh
They
yeah,
have an affinity for their childhood.
affinity for where they came from, right? Except Snowman, because it came from Ohio. Don't nobody like Ohio, but
Damn.
no, just fucking with. But
No, really, nobody likes Ohio except Dave Chappelle.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
but it's the nostalgia of where you're from, right? The struggle that where you came from and how everything worked out, right? So you go through these things and you go through those traumatic situations and you cut your teeth, and then you grow up and you move away. If it's not a good situation, you move away. If it is a good situation, you move up the block, right? So your kids can run away from home and go to grandma's house 4 doors up, right? But if it's not a good situation, you move away. But you still have an affinity for where you're from, right? You don't forget the lessons that you got. That's birthright is nationality, right? Because you got to understand, America is 48 different nations put together as states, right? So it's huge. It's huge. Illinois is as big as any nation in Europe. Texas is bigger than every nation except Russia. So you're looking at a huge mass of place, and you're trying to keep everybody organized with different cultures, different backgrounds, different environments, even down to how the people who look alike dress differently depending on where they're from. Some places wear Crocs, other places wear Timbs. Like everything is so different in America, and we're trying to keep it all together. So you're having an American argument. The white versus black argument is an American argument between cackling hens, right? I mean, that's what it is. Right? Ain't nobody gonna do shit. Ain't gonna be no race war unless Keisha kick it off and get Jamal stupid ass and Pookie stupid ass to kick it off. Because racism is really a women's work, to be honest with you. Like, historically, anytime you hear about racism, it started with a woman. Either a white woman or a black woman. White women, you get a riot. Black women, you get a picnic. You know what I mean? But it's kind of women's work. And it's men being chivalrous to a woman who don't deserve it. So minus.
I'm starting to believe.
No, it's true. That's what
Yo, I
picnic
was
come
just
from.
gonna.
Picnic come from pick a nigga, right? And they hanging nigga on the tree. Like, and
Yeah,
that.
come on, come on. That,
Yo,
don't
no.
that don't
Wait,
even
wait,
that
wait,
don't
wait,
even make
wait,
any
wait,
sense,
wait,
dog.
wait,
That don't even
wait,
make
wait,
no
wait,
sense
wait,
Nah,
at
they used to
all.
call it
Come
pick a
on.
nigga.
wait,
They
wait.
used to call it
Dirty,
pick a
dirty,
nigga.
dirty,
I heard a
dirty,
daggone say some shit like that.
dirty,
Come on, I don't even make no
dirty,
sense,
I
man.
believe
dirty,
it.
dirty,
What?
dirty. I understand when you said that white woman was, it's like black woman creating division, but white woman also creating that slavery shit just so they can, what I'm saying, try to gain control. After I read that fucking book, like they were her property. I read that book and it kind of changed my mindset on white women and how they like manipulated, what I'm saying, white men into making that's the slave trade into a global thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, women
Because
in general are
these white
special,
women
but
they didn't want to do shit, bro. They didn't want to do shit. So as long as they could get a woman and another man to do the hard shit for her, she could stick her ass somewhere and get the black folks to do their shit for her. So it was good. Like black, white, like men in general, they don't give a fuck. Like they can have the minimum. They won't give a fuck. Men can live with the minimum, so they didn't really need. I don't see men in general needing slaves to do
I
their
mean,
shit for them
slavery make work cheaper, but generally
because they
speaking,
use slaves to build the world for their woman. Let's
you
be
know,
honest.
you know the
At the
irony
demands
though.
of women,
The,
white
the more
woman.
you research colonization, the more you realize that, um, first of all, white in Africa they always sent white women first, right? They sent the missionaries first, and then they brought the Bibles, then the pistols, right? But everywhere else, like if you read Captain Cook's logs, or if you really read what happened when the Pilgrims first got to America, everybody was cool until they weren't, and normally all that shit kicked off over a chick or over some type of religious thing, like Hawaii. How did they conquer Hawaii? They went over there, slept with all the girls because all the girls like shiny things, right? That meant nothing to the actual sailors, just shiny trinkets.
Yeah, that's how you whiten population to that's how you whiten it.
However you whiten the puppet,
That's how they whiten North Africa.
That's cool,
Yeah.
but the whole thing is the girl's been busting bad. Every girl break bad. If you don't choke your toddler, she will break bad. So, in black men's perspective toward women today is no different than it was 500 years ago, which is why they got conquered. They got colonized. They never got if they got conquered, there'd be no blacks because conquering everybody died, all the boys and men. That's why they got colonized because they don't give a fuck about their girls. Like let them do what they want to do. But then you think they your girls. If they do what they want to do, they not your girls, and they gonna let the enemy through the back door. And that happened everywhere they went, from America, North America, South America, South America was a little bit different, but the whole wherever Hawaii at and the Philippines, all that shit. It was just motherfuckers going through Australia. It's just a bunch of white dudes pulling up in the yacht, like what's poppin'? They be like, you want some pussy? Yeah, I want some pussy. And then the women like he cool, and then they let all these dudes with guns and resources come in because they're like he cool, we fucking. You know how many times your sister, your own biological sister, will make you not whip a nigga ass like that's my boyfriend. Now multiply that by continents. That's how you get colonized instead of conquered, right? So most racism things start off with women, just being women. So there's that part, right? Which go back to people think Donald Trump gonna galvanize white men and black men. It's galvanizing men because he's the only one speaking toward things that concern men. It's not a colored thing. They make it a colored thing. Like, how can you leave your women behind? Because it comes right back to women.
Yo, your woman. First off, no. First off, fuck that. Your woman, our women. No. My woman is the woman whom I chose to stick my dick in, and the woman whom I'm trying to raise. Those are the only two women that I give a fuck about. The rest of you fucking hoes is on your motherfucking own. You better get you some dick to ride on the fucking success and shut the fuck up.
Let me tell you guys something. Having a common enemy, creating a common enemy unifies people. Because the thing is that white men have been too obsessed with white women for a long time. That's why they try to do all this dumb shit just to please them. The problem is that when you have a common enemy and you have the white man trying to please and make the black or color being the evil and this and that, or make another group of men look inferior, it turns the white woman on.
You know what though?
You
I
know,
don't even think it's white men though, and I think that's another disingenuous white versus black argument.
it turns white women on,
the
bro.
more history I study, bro, the more like since film was invented, bro, there are old 1930s documentaries done in real time in black and white of white and black men working in the mines in Kentucky, talking about this is my brother. And they'll tell you in a minute, like the people that's trying to keep us away from each other and bringing all this racist shit is the semis who write the checks.
Oof.
They were saying that in the 1920s and 30s. Ain't nothing changed. That's why the whole white and black argument. I'm like, I don't think y'all really know who y'all enemies are. Your enemies is Rothstein and Keisha.
Yeah. Rostin, you mean Karen and Keisha?
Nah, I mean, I'm talking about Horwitz and Keisha. Them your ops. You know what I'm saying? O'Brien not your ops. You know what I'm saying?
Two type of
Horwitz your ops. But Horwitz write your check. So you think Horwitz your friend because he feeds you. He allows you to feed your family. But that's just a control matrix.
But we have the free control not to like pay mind to them. You know what I'm saying? We have the will not to give a fuck about them. But you know, a lot of niggas, a lot of white and black men is just like simping their ass off, bro. Like they have the choice not to give a fuck, but they give a fuck.
You know what, man? I wish they would let me, man. I wish they really would let me, bro. I ain't gonna look. But I wish they would let me be the new Adolf. I'd be the new Al. I got a mustache.
No, you can't be, man. I can't be the new Adolf. y'all motherfuckers want to get me killed and shit.
But you here's the difference, right? The difference is your actual enemy versus your assigned enemy, right?
Yeah.
So me being from Chicago, do you know how bad we talk about people that who live in Chicago who root for Green Bay? Because Green Bay is our assigned rival, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're good people. Like when Mr. Owen, what's his name, Jonathan Owens, who married Simone Biles.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they call him Mr. Simone Biles.
Yeah,
like
that's
some of the dumbest, gayest shit ever. Yeah,
she's Mrs. Owens, and I'm gonna get that man that respect as a man. When Jonathan Owens played for Green Bay last season, he got traded to the Bears this season. We embraced him. Why? Because now you're a Bear. We don't care that you used to be in Green Bay. You feel what I'm saying? That's how rivalry works. That's how an assigned enemy works, right? White and black are assigned enemies, but like a college rivalry type of way, not a put your guns in the air type of way. At least not now in 2020, right? People just like to not like each other. Ain't shit gonna happen. It's not like when I watch the videos of black men attacking white men in bars. You know what they do? It's always over a black woman. How you gonna do that to that queen? And I don't even think it's because he's a white man. I'm not saying they don't add to it. It makes it sensational. But they would have said that hoe anyway. Which is why my number 2 rule in life is don't lose my life over a topic.
Facts.
Like that's
I refuse to fight over some bitch that I ain't fucking. Either I am fucking. I ain't still gonna fucking. Not even for them shit. No, man. Fuck that shit. There better be some fucking facts. I better see the shit. Then we fucking go to the war. I'm not taking no bitch out of word. Fuck that shit.
I ain't taking no tears. Ain't what you do. Because I don't believe nothing they say. With clothes on? That's crazy. But but that's because I know what they are. It don't matter who they are. I know what they are. And when I look at that, I'm like, yo, this is where racism happens, right? This is where all the angst happens. The mind fuck you have to do to blame white supremacy and your mom black. You know what I'm saying? Your teacher black woman, your whole neighborhood black. You know what I'm saying? All your in Chicago, all your politicians black, your mayor black, your state's attorney black, your district attorney black, You know what I'm saying? Your state rep black, your congressman black, everybody fucking black. It's white people and Mexicans live in Chicago. You wouldn't know it. Everybody fucking black, and then you blame white supremacy. How, Sway? Like, what type of mind fuck do you have to be through not to see the ops? So I don't. So the reason I want to play the video, I knew you play if you want, but and I ain't gonna lie though, I think the white boys won on the jabs because this ain't nothing but a roast. I kind of think the white boys won the roast, but bro, this is the same. This is a disgruntled. This is what black men sound like. They sound like disgruntled wives trying to tell their husband that being a housewife is a real job too.
Sheesh.
Not a real job, man. Like when you go back in time, African women have been working the fields, you know, and men have been hunting. Like, let's be honest, this is not a job. You staying your ass home and just like cooking a fucking pot at the fucking oven. Like, this is like
oven. You mean oven?
Yeah,
call it an oven. Oven and shit. What the fuck? Yo, I love it.
Yeah, man. I just, you know, they're hoes though.
Yeah.
Aviated. What is an oven, by the way?
Yo, man,
A hoven is a hoe cooking in the oven.
Oof. She's in the oven, not even on it. Damn, bro. Oof.
Hey, that's white boy work right there, throwing the wife in the oven. Shout out to that.
Cannibalism?
No, but you're not. There's nothing to get because you haven't answered it.
You're not worth my response, Empress. What's the next thing?
Well, then I'll just keep. Then I'll just make this my show now.
Oh, you just go. Again, I let a bitch talk.
No.
I let my bitches talk all the time. Go ahead, bitch.
Sir.
Bitch, get it together. I'm letting you do your thing. Run
I
them up.
let you use my platform. This is a white platform, sir.
Spread your mayonnaise bullshit all over. Go ahead.
This is a white.
chaotic
Yes, I'll
anyway.
spread my mayonnaise and I'll make your sister white. I'll shoot it all over. Now, please, can we go? Can we get back to the topic?
Okay, so that's what he was saying.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, thanks to Angry Man's shitter net, we weren't able to hear what he was. All I heard was, shoot. Remember that?
My shit sounds better now, though, don't it?
I don't know, Flair. We have to wait to see what you got.
Well, my audio from my mic sounds better, don't it?
All right, so let's see you play the link. Play the link. See if you got it. Let's show.
No, go ahead, dude. I'm enjoying not having to do shit.
All right.
So again.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. I see what your Irish ass is fucking doing. You ain't fucking trying to put me to
you're
fucking...
Irish adjacent, so I don't want to hear it.
Motherfucker, you ain't trying to put my ass to fuck to work.
Wait, what is Irish adjacent? No, because I want an Irish adjacent.
Because I got Irish in me, so you ain't trying to fucking put me to work.
That's
crazy. You know what?
You're a micker?
Yeah, some Irish. Oh, you're a micker. God damn. Let's be honest, bro. If you're in America, like you're black
clip
in
that
America,
shit. Clip that shit.
You have like ancestry coming back from like 1800, bro. You probably have some European in you. Like, let's be honest.
No, I literally do, because like my grandpa was black Irish, and like so I have some white on my dad's side as well. So it's a lot. I got a lot of stuff mixed in me. But yeah, okay. I see you there, boyo. I see you.
Y'all not gonna let Snowman make me the voice of racism on these YouTube streets either. Y'all always trying to clip some shit. No.
I like that make a nigga comment.
Make a nigga. That's a new term for niggas who are not pure. For niggas who are not pure black. If you're not pure black, you're a maker nigger.
That's crazy. And to be honest, like there's nobody's really that's pure black unless you come straight from like the motherland, my brother.
Africa.
The motherland, Zamunda, Wakanda, my brother. Unless your feet are hard enough to crush rocks when you walk, my brother.
You know what? Native Americans not even.
Where are black FBA's actual foundational to anything? They were owned. They had no education, no brains. They were like 7 to 8% of the population.
Damn.
So what foundation did they build? The foundation for straw huts?
Damn.
I'm not quite understanding.
That was racist. Now that was
So I would love for someone to be able to explain that to me, because the only foundation that I see that
that was
let me help you out. No. Let me help you out, right? Because that was overtly racist. That was past no man.
That was a hot one, boy.
Nah,
Dang.
okay. Here's the thing.
Get his shit slapped up, bro.
Here's the thing. Here's the other myth, right? Which really pissed me off. So even during the time of slavery, only like 12% of all the black people, was only 8% of the nation, were slaves. Like most people weren't slaves, and most slave plantations, ironically enough, were owned by black women. So, but nobody talks about that because oppression, right?
Yep.
As a matter of fact, one of the greatest transfers, there was two. The two greatest wealth transfers of wealth in the black community happened in 1860 and in 1920. So when they had the Civil War, the Confederate flag was a tribal flag of that particular tribe. But there were millionaires down there who owned slaves and did agriculture. Millionaires. It wasn't a bunch of white people. Only 1% of white people own slaves. Y'all get way more credit. Y'all was 99% bum. Only 1% own slaves. And then, off that, it wasn't that many black slaves. Y'all act like New York and Boston and shit didn't exist. The Missouri territories, y'all act like that shit didn't exist. It was only a handful of states that even had slavery. So y'all
southern states at that.
So y'all looking at it from a lens of Jesse Jackson's 1980 remix of what black is. That's not fucking true. So white people couldn't read. They was all poor white trash, a bunch of mickers doing gangs in New York type shit. And black people had a couple dollars and other black people didn't. It was like America is now, really. The thing that turned it down is when the Civil War came through, the Union reallocated all the wealth from all the quote unquote slave masters, and then so black people lost their wealth. And in 1920, those same blacks went from zero income as a mass to 2% income. You know how hard it is to multiply anything by zero and get a 2? They did phenomenal work in 40 years. And then when the Great Depression happened, they had another reallocation, because during the Great Depression, that's when they had the race riots all around America: Chicago, Detroit, Harlem, down, all of them, Rosewood. All those race wars happened in the course of 4 years. They burnt everything down in 4 years.
That's crazy.
From like 1917 to 1921, the whole fucking nation was going wild. And they didn't even have no Black Lives Matter. I don't know how they did it. But
hey, man,
it is what it is. But those are the reallocations of wealth. It was never not a time that men didn't earn. I don't care what race of men you were. There was never not a time that men didn't earn until baby boomers started sucking dick and empowering women. It is what it is.
Let me play it. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. There we go.
That he has is the foundation of jigaboo nonsense with Ebonics. And I don't understand
jigaboo nonsense.
Where is the foundation? You have to have a foundation.
Calm down, Empress.
So what?
Damn.
So what is the actual foundation?
Pull your skirt down, Empress.
Well, I'll pull your mom's skirt down. I had her bent over the other day. Now, do you want me to fill your girlfriend's dish up while I'm here, or what? You want me to fill her dish up?
Pick on a girl your own age, man. She's 80.
Well, hey, dude, that's fine with me, dude. The more humiliation for you, the better.
Geriatric.
Okay.
The geriatric, I'll make her feel alive again.
Okay, this is getting kind of okay.
Calm down, man.
Okay, come on. Fam.
You're real boisterous.
I told you. See, the blacks are. This is the thing. The blacks are very vicious, but when they come across a real vicious white man, you guys aren't in the same league. Remember, we butcher continents. We butcher continents. You guys sit there and complain and shoot up. No, but hold on. You guys use Glock switches on little drive-bys. You can't hit people broadside of a barn. But we eliminate continents. So I think the blacks need to be very mindful of who they're effing with.
I got cousins.
Because when we're done.
Okay, so here's the thing about that. Look,
bro.
Look. I understand. Woo, team white man. Woo, we did this. No, you didn't do shit. You weren't even a fucking idea of a thought of a concept in your dad's nutsack first before that shit. All that shit that you talking about were men that were completely different from what you are right now.
Weak ass pussy. He's a weak ass pussy. That's what he.
We got
his ancestor.
You got to stop all that. Ooh, yeah, no. First off, if you're saying that you're Roman, that means you're Italian. The Italians weren't even treated like they were worth anything when they came to this country initially. They were treated like fucking worse or just about as bad as the fucking Irish, just a little bit better than being part black.
Yeah, they was called.
That's what I was saying.
So you're trying to say? So wait a minute, you coming over there talking all this shit? Your ancestors came over here, were treated like trash, and now you're enjoying the benefits of it because now you were able to do whatever the fuck happened in your family. Shout out to them. You got to the point now, and now you're talking shit, fam. Please don't do that.
That's what I was saying.
If you took your ass, if he took his ass back to where he was at, with all the shit he was talking. Them motherfuckers would have killed his ass.
That's what I was saying, man. He and Imperius and Mike Jones are made for each other. You know, Mike Jones is on the We Was Kings and We Was Victims, and Imperius is over here on the We Was Poets shit.
Mouse. Let me tell you something. Imagine a new law coming. Imagine a new law coming saying that if you don't have a little percentage of Anglo-Saxon and black slave in your genetic, you'll be deported. Imagine that. That nigga would have been. He wouldn't even be speaking right now. Like immediately, they would just see Italian, German. It would get his ass deported.
You know what? And I give Italians credit for the rebrand, right? And that's what I'm trying to get black people to do is rebrand. You got to get rid of Keisha. We'll rebrand with Beige Babies. But they were always known as pussy.
I'm already there, bro. I'm 4 times deep into it, brother. I done produced myself 4 times. I got 4 Beige Babies out there.
That's a personal achievement. I mean, like as a rebrand, as a whole group, it's like, oh, them guys over there, you know. But the Italians, not just the Romans. Rome was a city, and Rome did their thing for a minute. But Italy as a nation state was fucked up.
Yeah.
All those islands were fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they come over here, and the poorest of the poorest island came over here and gangbang. That's what the mafia is. I don't know why people romance other people say it's the mafia. Nah, they was a gang. Everybody gangbang.
Yeah.
They gangbanged, got a couple
Criminals.
of dollars, and then brought their way into politics and got, you know, service jobs and unions and shit. And God bless them, right? But they've always been a criminal. They've never known how to fight. The best thing they ever did was came to the Americas and found out what a tomato was and added it to their olives and made a pasta. That's their claim to fame. And I love them for that. Stay in that lane, pasta. That's your lane. Your lane is not conqueror. It's pasta. But yeah.
It's crazy. I mean,
we're done with eviscerating all the other people. We eviscerate ourselves.
I can hear it in your voice, man. Don't make me do a psychoanalysis. So
Sir, you can't make a psychoanalysis without being in front of a patient. So that's very easily understood by any kind of
I've heard enough
person with a PhD. You haven't heard enough because you're still talking, and you're still listening to liberal nonsense. So you obviously haven't heard enough.
I don't know what the hell.
Like the blacks need to wake up and actually be men and stop complaining and asking for people to give them shit.
You need
in the end, the issue is when you rely on anyone for if you rely on anyone for anything,
I've already done all the.
You are a slave.
Wait.
If you rely on another.
Was that you?
Was that you, Snowman?
I thought you were saying something. That was probably you on the thing.
But I will say this, though. You can't psychoanalyze somebody without them being face-to-face. And the reason I know that is because there's a lot of black girls that that got degrees in psychology, so it can't be that hard. And that Better Help commercial keep coming on my timeline every time I'm watching a video. They be like, Better Help. So apparently you can do it online, over the phone, whatever. So I don't know if that's true, but I don't care enough to argue the point. I'm just saying if what he's saying is true, then this Better Help shit is a rip off.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Another person. If you rely on another person, you are beholden to them.
Hold on for a second. Therefore, we got somebody new on the panel. He said, wait. Dirty folks, you said, wait. Why did you say wait,
man.
wait?
Yeah, just, bro. Man, first of all, what's up, here? How you?
What's going on?
I had to come up, man, because Dave, this is why we got to kill you first. Look, Dave, you got to quit talking for FBA in Chicago, bro. And I'm both. Look, I get what they're saying. I agree with the separation, but because everybody separates tribally, not based on crayon, just tribally. That's where there's a Chinatown in every city, Greek town, Little Italy. People want to be around their own, but they still trade with others. That's how you get to where you're going. I don't even necessarily, y'all make it a color thing, and it is to a certain extent, but bro, I done talked to a couple of these guys, and they pure, they pure trailer park racists, and I like that. I like them. I like the energy. The enemy, is better than a friend that'll stab you, right? And I'm used to sleeping with the enemy. I sleep with black women. I sleep with the enemy all the time. But
good point.
I know how it works. These conversations never go anywhere because everybody want to argue. Instead of saying, you know what? We all have a goal. Here's the problem. I don't think, and I say this as FBA, and I talk to y'all colors. I don't think that y'all have a goal. Y'all have a passion. Because when you see a goal, y'all niggas know every conspiracy theory, but you too scared to conspire. The only people that conspire in the black community are criminals and Boule, but Boule only conspire with the youths. Because they don't know shit. They just look good in suits. Dave, you can't. And I'm speaking specifically to Dave. I'm not talking to black people.
To me, man, because all I'm doing is cracking jokes.
I know, but I only give a fuck about you because everybody else. Dave,
serious, and you over here trying to talk shit.
Dave. See, now you in your feels again. I was about to tell you something.
Oh,
God damn it,
talk shit.
The fuck. Everybody ain't supposed to make it, but I got love for Chicago niggas, bro. It's only care about you, Dave. I don't care if everybody else don't make it. Chicago gonna make it. When it's just roaches, broke bricks, it's gonna be Chicago and Detroit. Dave. Where's the Christian spirit of love like enemy, bro?
It's like he over here. It's like, Dave. Dave.
I'm talking a lot of shit about CT, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta. Bro, I'm just trying to make you smooth with this shit, bro.
It is kind of overboard. I was noticing.
Yeah, arguing for the sake of being argumentative is what Keisha do, bro. Don't argue.
Yeah, I shouldn't be Keisha in my name.
Dirty, you know what that remind me of? That remind me of something someone told me. Someone told me, before you take care of your country, take care of your state. Before you take care of your state, take care of your city. Before you take care of your city, take care of your family. Before you take care of your family, take care of your children. Same shit, man. And I see that what you're doing here, man, because you're looking out for your, fellow Chicagoan, fellow at Chicago. You know what I'm saying? For your families in Chicago and shit, bro. You put in Chicago first, and that's, that's respectable, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I am a tribalist, bro. And I don't like these Chicago niggas neither.
Yeah,
don't get it twisted, bro. I can't even look, I can't even go on my phone, bro. I got the Citizen app. That motherfucker stay beeping, bro. It'd be like 300 feet from you.
That's normal, man. You won't love every people in Chicago, but you know what I'm saying? You already got where you already found somewhere to stand to. You know what I'm saying, bro?
And that's why
who you need to stick with.
Hold on, I agree with Red Illusion. Red Illusion said we conquered the world to get away from white women. That's not true, but it's funny. Y'all conquered the world for spices, and then y'all don't put spice on your food. It's crazy, but white women was probably also a reason. Like, yo, we need some better bitches, because I get you, because white women look like 12-year-old boys when y'all left. Yeah, I get you.
So, Dirty, are you talking about the spice trade in the Indian Ocean?
Yeah, that's what opened up the world looking for spices because nobody had
In
refrigerators.
the 1800s, that battle that was waged against those so-called trade vessels, yes, they had spices and food and a bunch of stuff that they were carrying, transporting around in the East Indian Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But underneath it all, they were transporting slaves.
Oof.
But even with
Winston
that, that
Churchill,
was like the
Winston
Dutch, though.
Churchill was involved in
Now,
that.
how do
He
the
got
Dutch get
kidnapped.
such a pass, bro? The Dutch kicked off all this bullshit. Nobody ever talk about the Dutch.
He got kidnapped by Boers and everything. And that's before he became prime minister when he was working as a
That's a hell of a
journalist.
rebrand, bro. The Dutch started the stock market so they can buy slave ships and warships to steal spices, and all they known for is fucking Swiss Miss. That's a
Because
crazy flip, bro.
the slave trade in the East Indian Ocean lasted until 1928.
I don't know about that. Man, the East Indian Ocean, maybe so. Maybe so.
I'm gonna lay low, man.
And honestly,
Nah, do your thing.
I'm gonna lay low, man. I
Argue
can
a
talk a lot
point, find a
about.
point, and
I
kill
don't
a
know.
point.
You know,
I
I
got
don't
That
know.
was under
I don't
the
know.
Ottoman Empire.
You know, I don't know exactly what you two are talking about. To be completely honest with you, but I do want to say this. I think the first.
Wow.
I don't know what you guys are talking
He
about.
didn't listen to that. None of that shit. Damn,
I
that's
think the
crazy.
battlefield is Martin Luther King Boulevard.
You know, because chaotic really.
The first
thinking right
battlefield is cleaning up the black community.
You know, pause.
Hey,
real quick.
CC, can I have a talk in this fucking channel?
We need to stop at Martin Luther King
Give me
Boulevard.
a
That's
sec. Give me a
fucking
second.
up.
Thank you so much for joining.
What about Martin Luther King Park, CT? Those ones are always bad
well,
too.
yeah, the parks. I think the first way to clean up the black community is, put the weed down.
It's legal now.
Clean up the parks. Make it where black women can wake up at 5 a.m. and can go for a jog.
Pause.
CT, I want to see those hot black asses running in my
what
neighborhood.
the fuck
CT.
is he
That's what
talking
I wanna
about,
see.
bro?
Hear me out for a minute.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And I want to, and I'm
That nigga.
speaking more or less to Dave and dirty folks. Make it where a black woman can wake up at 5 a.m. Oh, honey, I'm about to go jogging by herself.
That nigga bird
I see
brain.
white women jogging every damn day.
You know what? Pause real quick.
They
That
they
nigga
jog at
bird
5 in
brain.
the morning.
That nigga bird
Somebody
brain.
may ask, well, what does this mean, CT? Well, it means that the community has provided such a level of comfortability and security that a woman can be by herself, just jogging around the neighborhood. That's the first step. That's the first battlefield, brothers. Go ahead, dirty folks. Go ahead.
Pause that shit. Pause that shit. Pause that shit, dirty.
You got no
Pause that
respect
shit.
for me, motherfucker.
Pause that shit. Pause that
I
shit.
beg your pardon, Nas.
I think True dipped off.
Go ahead, dirty folks. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, sir.
No, ain't no
That's
dirty folks debate. I said I was going to say about that.
Good goal, man. That's a good.
I said what I was.
That.
Go ahead, Dave.
I can't argue with that.
CT, we need to be harsher. We need to be like big brothers here, okay? Like my brothers, look, when I was young, they were the worst people
Get
to
rid
me.
of the insult.
But the thing is, CT, they make you tougher and they make you elevate yourself. That's what we need to do. We need to be so harsh on the black community that for their own survival, they're forced to elevate themselves to a higher level.
I don't agree with that.
When are you gonna focus in
Only
on
the threat of annihilation drives human beings to be better.
Empress, when are you gonna focus on yourself and you getting your life together?
My life is together. That's why I'm saying this.
I think you missed CT's point. And CT made a point that I make all the time. That when the community is safe, you see women running with no socks and New Balance shoes. Right. I make that point all the time. Do you know the safest cities in America, the only thing they have in common, it's not economics. Some are poor, some are rich. The only thing they have in common is they don't accept Section 8. Anytime you let women have a voice in your community, you always have a Martin Luther King drive. It's not about making the streets safe for black women to walk at 5 a.m. It's about men communing in unity, so you have a community and then you bring other people in. This all-inclusive man, woman, FBA plus Caribbean, plus Africans, plus the Mexicans, because Black and Brown coalition. There's no tribalism in that. and because of that, there's no ownership in that. You protect what's yours. You don't protect what's not. It makes no sense to. They're not my women. It's not my block. It's not my. And then you have all this angst because you've never tried yours. I don't. A lot of this is just simple as that. Nobody else really. Everybody has internal strife. Mexicans don't like other Mexicans. We all hate. You know, by proximity, right? But the ownership, and so men get the ownership, and not black men get the ownership, then MLK, you'll never be able to jog up there.
Yeah, CT, it's not about that. It's about direct consequences.
Hold on, yeah, I'm about to get off real quick. So you got this at this point, Snowman?
Snow.
You there? You alive?
Put the link in the back.
I was say.
Wait. You called me, guys? Did you guys call me? Yeah. That nigga is insufferable, man. He ain't saying shit.
Here's my problem with CT.
Nah, bro. No. The thing is that he's saying that
he came out of nowhere and said that shit. What the
black women need better streets so they can jog. What the fuck does it have to do with the question? Black people need more education. Black people are more reactive than proactive. They need education. They ain't inventing shit. We need education so we can create fucking shit, bro. We lack creativity because we ain't fucking educated.
Proactive. I give you that.
We're miseducated, bro. We're miseducated, bro.
CT and
we
Trey.
Don't read.
I like Trey. I like Trey more than I like CT. Like I will drink a beer with Trey. There's a level of I'm black, but I hate black that's past even Uncle Ruckus level, right? Like
salute to CT, man. No, CT can be getting nippers activated. I gotta get to that level of fucking trolling nippers to the point where they
let me check real quick and make sure that this is playing better now.
Yeah, CT is disassociated to the point that when I tell you guys that they always concentrate on the bottom 20% and
Will you shut the fuck up for a minute?
Well, push play then, fucking micker.
Make sure you get them files. Well, I'll make sure when I.
Is that any better?
No, nipper.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you. You guys are not.
Hold on, let me try it.
Yeah, if I'm able to, I'll probably come back. Maybe try to. Oh my gosh! I'll see you. If I see you a little bit, I'll probably see you a little bit. I'll be back.
Let me try it, bro. I'll give it a go. Yo, what did it do? Let me see.
The link's in the back.
Yeah, I hit the link. Let me see.
Just pick it right up.
Yeah, this show is getting interesting.
I think this has something to do with how you're low jacking this shit.
Yo, Snow, what's up, man? What's up?
What's good, my guy?
It's been a long time, bro. I tried calling you, but you never answered your phone.
No, my phone was off for about a month, dude.
Yo, I got some cool ass books I'm reading, man. I gotta recommend them to you, bro. Some cool ass shit.
Oh yeah.
You shit you gonna like, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I like a good book.
You gotta
man. Facts, bro. I'm reading that shit. It said, "Don't sweat the small stuff."
And everything small stuff. I read that book 30 years ago, bro. That book changed my life. I bought that book on my way to LA. And
really? Oh, you read it, bro? Yo, this book is like the. Yeah, bro. Yo, this book, man. I started reading it, and this book makes so much sense to me. And yo, like I had like that fucking consumerism shit. Like if you read, bro.
No, it's a great book, bro. I read that book in 97, 98. I was on my way through the airport, and I just bought a book. And that was a great book. I read it all the way to LA, bro. And everybody talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That book ain't really do shit for me. But
yeah, bro.
But that book, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff and Everything Small, it help you put everything in perspective, man.
Yeah, bro. So that's why you're a better business owner, bro. That's why. Because yo, this book, man, like if you want to make the best choice in life, not the best, but make better choice in life, especially business wise and decision wise, I recommend anybody to read that book, bro, because you like this book gives you that mindset of keeping things simple and not changing things that work. Like if that shit work, don't try to change it. Don't try to say that we can make it better. We can this and that. Don't try to break it. Like if something, if you think that something could be better, don't modify it and make it better. Create something new. You know? Yeah, bro.
Well, I'm gonna hop off here for an hour. I
What
gotta go to
about
the
you?
gym, but I just wanted to say, CT, it's simply about physical repercussions for actions that they
Make
take.
sure you get them 5-pound
That's all it is.
dumbbells, nigga.
Well, I'll make sure when I bench press your girl right now,
I
I'll be
got
doing
you,
that about
yeah.
5 or 10 times. Thank you. All right, CT, I'll be back in a little while.
Yeah,
Damn, he's benching 150.
yeah, dirty folks. I don't agree with that.
Oh, he was skinny.
Like women having a voice doesn't mean your community's gonna be crap. Like I don't know where you get that from. White
I'll
women
help you out.
and a white liberal community.
That's because you was raised by your mama.
Jesus Christ, God damn.
God ain't got nothing to do with that.
And white liberal
Degenerate ass
community.
African.
All right, go ahead. Never mind.
Nas, I didn't.
Where's Nick
Nas,
Tyson?
Nas, I didn't kick you out. I don't know how.
That nigga from I don't know where he from. Hey, Chaotic, where Nick Tyson?
Nas, I didn't kick you out, man. I don't know what happened. I didn't kick you out. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Dirk.
Where you from, Nick Tyson? Originally. I guess that's across the water.
All right, I got a question. You said giving girls a voice doesn't make you unsafe. Okay, have you ever been to a comfortable project building? Anywhere in America, have you ever said, "Yo, I'm going to the project. It's gonna be cool"?
Only if you're in the same mob. That's it.
No, but that's not because they're liberal. It's because it's a bunch of black people that live there.
Oh, okay, so you put it on color. All right, cool. There
Yeah,
are.
because that's the
there
common
is no-
denominator.
No. The common denominator is there is no male leadership in the project. So women who are supposed to be the most nurturing and the first teachers, when having the ability to take everything out on their own and not even have to pay for anything, everybody's scared to be there.
Dirty, pause this real
The
quick.
only thing that CT
You are not broadcasting any image on your channel, and there is an echo feeding back from your mic. So when you play the video, mute it, and I have no idea what to tell you how to get the image casting on your channel.
All right,
it's coming through on some things, but not on yours.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Oh, it's probably add to screen.
Come on, man. You know what? Y'all gonna see the back chat for a minute while I work this out. Let me see. Damn, you're right. You're absolutely right. That's my bad.
It's coming through now.
Yeah,
You got it now.
I see what you're talking about.
But there was also an echo coming through your mic. So muting your mic while you play the video will fix that quickly. I don't know anything else that would work.
All right. All right. We're gonna try it again. Thank you. It's men that throw the cookout
The
to bring
image
the
casting on
camaraderie.
Showman's is your
So
StreamYard.
when you remove the men and you
Rather
just have
than
the
the
women,
full-screen
everybody has to die, bro.
No,
there is an image, but it's your it's your full display. It's your full display rather than the video.
Everybody died.
Because you think like a woman, it's survival at that point. I wanted to ask this white dude a question though. I wonder in the trailer parks and stuff like that, is there a lot of like single mothers?
Bro, they tribe yours. I don't. A lot of this is just simple as that. Nobody else really. Everybody has not as many as you would think. Is when you see those women running with socks, with shoes with no socks, you also see dad cutting grass and another dad playing catch with their son in the front yard. It's men who make sure the landscaping in the neighborhood is safe. It's men that throw the cookout to bring the camaraderie. So when you remove the men and you just have the women, everybody has to die, bro. Everybody died.
Because you think like a woman, it's survival at that point. I wanted to ask this white dude a question though. I wonder in the trailer parks and stuff like that, is there a lot of like single mothers?
Bro, they blowing up whole trailer parks with meth lab. But have you been to a trailer park?
No, I'm for real though. Are there a lot of single mothers in the trailer parks?
Not as many as you would think, bro.
I want to ask the white dude.
Aren't murdering people in mass.
I didn't. Come on, I didn't ask that. Y'all sniffing Tylenol at 3. Y'all killing each other all the time. Adderall, y'all sniff Adderall, Xanax. Y'all mama's old dope fiends. Like, come on now.
Yeah,
You a white. You was a real white boy. I know your mama was a dope fiend. She got a medicine cabinet full of pills that you was probably selling to your friends and taking with your friends and sniffing and everything. Come on now. You was a regular white boy, Sands and C, whatever the hell your name is.
You can't even.
You know y'all dope fiends, degenerate dope fiends.
You can't even read my name.
I can't even see your name.
You can't even read my name.
I can't see it, fool.
Sand and sea.
It's not even up there. I just see an anchor right there.
Yeah, I just see an anchor with.
I've already destroyed you anyway. You're nothing. Now you know your people are dope fiends.
You know, like one of them.
You know what my people really think about white people? When we see white people around us in our neighborhoods and stuff, we automatically think a customer, a dope fiend, a bushead,
white people in your
a
neighborhood,
basehead,
it's gonna be
a dope fiend, a dope fiend, a dope fiend.
You mean police?
That is your. If we're gangbangers, y'all MO is dope fiend.
White people in your neighborhood is the police.
White people are dope fiends. Always have been. That's what they know.
I gotta ask a question real quick.
Sure.
If blacks, Mike, if blacks did all of these things, why did they fail at security?
What do you mean as far as security? As far as securing everything?
Yeah,
holding on to everything.
So go ahead, Nick.
Because they
No,
they,
my
they
fault.
were
CP, go ahead. My fault.
Infighting and tribalism.
It wasn't even that though. It was they were able to do what they're trying to attempt to do now to convince us to be cool white people, right? And unfortunately, our women kind of bought into it. So there goes the divide.
Do you think that maybe blacks, just generally speaking, are just weaker than whites?
No, not at all.
Well, how did you?
You know what? I tell you this. I tell you what. I would say yes, right? Our heart, is getting a little bit harder now. Our heart is so tender to people in general that it's it causes us to kill ourselves to a certain.
That's exactly what it is. Yep.
You get what I mean? Are we weak?
You know what? Hold on, I had to pause in on myself because I don't even think I say anything else after this. But I'm gonna let them talk. Bro, did they just blame lack of security on compassion?
Yep.
You know who's really good at weaponizing empathy?
Women.
Women. Commies too.
That's why I say it sounds like a housewife trying to argue with their husband. You know what's weird about black culture is how much they tell men to shirk from authority positions. Don't be a police officer. That's not for you. Don't be a teacher. They don't pay enough. They tell black men to shirk from authority, and then black women clamor. I've seen more fat black bitches being police officers, bro, than I care to think about. It's weird. And it comes from childhood. Like your mama telling you that. Don't be police. Police abuse you. Don't be the abuser. Don't be the oppressor. It's commie from the jump, man. You gotta remove the Keisha. Nobody understands me though. They be like, man, Dirty tripping. He hate women. I don't hate women. I mean Keisha, but I don't hate women. I don't even hate Keisha. I just know what works and what won't work. That makes sense to y'all?
Oh yeah.
Like nobody wants to be the cop. I remember Big Mike said that. It was a rapper named Big Mike. He 30 years ago. He had a song called something gangster, Texas gangster or something. He was like, when we played cop and robber on the block, nobody wanted to play the cop. Like, it's weird. Even the Irish and the Italians especially the Italians, the olive niggas. When they was mafia, they was spitting in a cop sandwich when they come to they shop, calling them pigs, talking about I smell bacon. 20 years later, they all over the police field. Everybody wants to secure where they live. But you don't secure what you don't own. You can't own shit with a Keisha. But nobody want to talk about that. Y'all notice that, like, men who own shit already owned it before they got Keisha. They don't, like, get in it with Keisha. They don't build with Keisha and move out the hood. They moved out and Keisha like, oh, my God, you got your own place. Half of the black community is against the black community. And that's the half that the other half love. That's a strange space to be in. But nobody wants to talk about the foundation of how this shit happened. Anyway.
Because if people know, are we morally weak? I would say no. We just not heathens, but right now we got to get our heathen on.
Just some tender-hearted, peace-loving people. Yep.
We ain't talking about Africans. We talking about Black Americans.
Oh, no.
Not y'all.
Some peace-loving.
Y'all eat niggas and everything. We ain't talking about y'all. We talking about niggas here in America.
Where you from?
He gonna say Philly, but he's an imported Philly cheesesteak. That nigga is not from America.
Cannibalism takes place in Africa, not in a white country. Where does it happen in a white country?
White people are known for eating people.
Where that's at?
Y'all was eating slaves. What are you talking about?
No, where is that, sir? Where is that?
Where's what at?
Where do white people? Which country? Which white country do white?
Russia, Ukraine.
They eat themselves in Russia.
Yes, they eat kids. They eat livers. They eat hearts. Ain't that y'all mantra? Y'all eat the heart of y'all enemy to gain his strength.
Can you
That's white people shit.
Can you provide at least one source?
I mean, we got Savage up here. Savage, ain't that what y'all do? Don't y'all eat the heart of y'all enemy?
Nick Town, where are you from?
I'm from the Congo. I'm a Tubby.
Yeah, you something. You ain't you dirtier than that. I went Congo wouldn't even take you in. You some shit off the I don't know where you from. Some reject ass retarded ass African.
Go ahead, Savage. Go ahead, man.
CT, did you catch that For the Family said his people sells crack? Did you catch that?
I didn't say my people sell no crack.
I didn't catch
so that's that white boy just lying.
Yeah, it sound like
that's what white people do. See what I'm saying? Look at it. Look at it. With your wooden ass teeth.
Neighborhood, they see customers. Did he not say that?
Yes, we see dope fiends. Yes, a base head. White people. If we saw you in our neighborhood, you ain't even in my neighborhood. You look like a damn dope fiend.
In your neighborhood buying drugs if your people don't sell drugs.
Because that's where y'all ship the drugs to.
So your people sell drugs.
But
see, look, y'all shamefaced, right? Y'all shamefaced, right? So y'all don't want to put the dope in your neighborhood. Y'all want to have it in our neighborhood.
That's why they're in your neighborhood, right?
And then y'all come lurking.
Y'all want to. I want to sell the drugs. Y'all want,
but look, don't fix your lips. Listen. Hold on, McTow. Don't fix your lips, you damn cracker, to say my people sell dope.
It go on and on like that. Snowman. Snow.
Yeah. What?
What you think, bro?
I just think it's more, racist dick measuring contest is all it is, and it doesn't really, it isn't proving anything. It isn't doing anything that's going to better anything. It ain't even fixing any of the fucking problems between white and black people. You know, all it is a big shit throwing contest. Here, let's take this 5-gallon bucket of shit that, you know, has been crusted over, and let's go ahead and just stir that shit back up. You know what I'm saying? And see how long it takes for it to crust back over again.
Yeah, that's why if I ever find myself in a shit flinging contest with somebody, I'll purposefully let them win. I'll give them plenty of opportunity to what they see as take advantage of the situation. You were there for one of those, Snowman.
You know what? I think the white boys won.
I was just saying,
as far as the roast goes, the white boys did win the roast.
Yeah, I think the white boys won the roast, bro.
And usually when white boys decide they want to roast, they will win the roast because they'll get fucking grimy about the shit.
I don't even know if that's true all the time.
I didn't used to be. Look, ones that will get out here and roast, yes, they will. Generally,
I don't know if that's always true, but I will say that when it comes to, here's why they won. And shout out to Slick Rick. He left, but shout out to Slick Rick. He called it. He said, "Man, this is a poor people race argument." Poor people say. CT and every other person on the panel, and this is my issue with the colors. It's the only good man. This is my issue with my dad, nigga. Like, this is how far back it go. It's like, I don't want to work to be better. I just want to say I'm better. So everybody else must be bad because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? So it's like I said, 80%. Look at the unemployment rate, right? If they say, you got to triple it for black men, to be honest with you. But if they say it's 4% unemployment for black men, you probably 11, right? But that means 9 out of 10 men are working, right? And you can argue 8 out of 10 make a living wage. They ain't rich, but they can pay their light bill, right? So 8 out of 10 are doing what they're supposed to.
Got to be ready to pay your light bill nowadays, though.
Oh man, you damn near got to sell drugs on the side, bro. Light bill went from $80 to $300. I said, what the fuck? I got the same light bulb
overnight.
Shit, crazy. But we are, the majority of Americans do the right thing. The majority, right?
You really think the majority of Americans do the right thing?
Do the legal thing. I don't know about the right thing. Do the legal thing. I mean, most don't engage in felonious activity. Most of any group. Even when we talk about them dirty ass Italians, all of them went in the mafia. You know what I mean? To the point that Italians had to say you have to specifically be from Sicily to hang out with us. They had to give a delineation. Like, ain't all us, right? There's no group of all, bro. So you're looking at the minority group makes the most noise, and black people buy into the minority group that they not part of, according to them, right? According to them, they keep their nose clean. They just here for the black empire, and then they compare themselves. I've never, and this is one thing. This is why I say the white boys won, because they were clearly trailer park adjacent. Clearly drive a 1999 F-150 pickup. Clearly. But they don't claim the trailer park.
Nope. Don't want no part of it. Deny. You can't prove shit.
Blacks can clearly live in a middle class neighborhood, but claim project shit. It's crazy to me. Crazy that the men do it, and that's why I say the white boys won, and the women do it. You see by the shows they watch, it's a race to the bottom, right? How dysfunctional can I be as a woman and still keep a man? That's Real Housewives of anything, and none of them married, right?
Right.
Like, you clearly want it. Women clearly want to be bad people, and the men clearly want to be better than every other black man, because every other black man except him is bad people.
Yep, just like black people created everything but being gay.
To be fair, white people did invent being gay. I'm just saying. I'm being racist. I look. No, no,
I
no,
don't know
no.
how white people invented being gay when black people were the ones that seeded the fucking planet.
No, no, black, no, white people invented bestiality. Fucking sheep is a white boy thing. How would y'all know? Like sheep feel like women. How would you know? Bestiality is a white boy thing.
Hey, I'm not even going to take that one from you. I know way too many dudes that lived on farms that fuck sheep or pigs, dude. It's weird.
That's crazy. But I guess you can't say no. I don't know. But I'm with you, bro. I look, and that's why, man. I'm changing because I don't. This becomes circular, right? Like
It really has become circular. It's a circular nothing burger anymore. It's just something to bitch and complain about. I mean, some of the arguments were legit on both sides, but I mean, nobody gives a fuck. So why are they even having a discussion? Nobody takes the shit to heart. Nobody gives a fuck at the end of the day. You just get up there just to see who can fucking scream and fucking fling fucking shit the fastest, you know, scream the loudest and throw shit the fucking farthest. And then, you know, you go home or hop on another panel and do the same thing. It isn't like any of these motherfuckers that are out trying to change the world.
I'm with you on that. With you on that. Man, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a taco and some tequila and enjoy my weekend. Any last words, gentlemen?
Hey, I just sent the wife to go pick up pizza, man.
You know what? Pizza would be delicious, but now I got my friends just went to Michigan this morning, right? And they went to the dispensary, but they were gonna stop at the winery on the way back. So I want to see what type of dessert wine they got. I told them to pick me up a bottle of cherry wine. They said they getting some grape joint. So I don't smoke weed though. Like weed and wine go together, but I don't smoke weed. But I know it go together. Like I'm almost tempted, but just drink the wine. Drink tequila with a wine chaser. So yeah, man. No, yo, hear me, man. We gonna have to bring the dirty nah, we ain't dirty snow no more. The angry folks. I'm gonna let you run it, bro. We gonna make it pop. I think I'm gonna do pre-records, man. I think probably tomorrow I'm gonna erase my channel. Well,
Why?
Not erase it. I mean, put all my lives on member only, and just do pre-records, bro. Cause I'm not interested in none of these motherfuckers be talking about, bro. Like I go on these panels, and the panels is
The gender war. The gender war is it's a fruitless fucking topic and conversation point.
and nobody wants solutions. I give people solutions, and they be like, "Oh, you don't deserve a kid." You know how long I've been going through that? Like when I go on these panels, I'm like, "Yo, you listen to these women root for like Brownsville and fucking
Right.
and Jay Prince. Like that's my guy. Jay Prince got married from a bitch on the panel, bro.
Yeah, I know.
They champion this shit. And I be like, yo, that's dumb shit. Ah, everybody killed Dirty. He don't deserve kids. I'm like, damn, bitch, that's crazy. You got degenerates that's going through and they losing their kids. Like, do you know how fucked up Jay Prince girls got to be? Like all the girls he had kids by for him to be a single dad.
Yeah, I've said that for years.
And then for him to get reported to CPS like 2 times a year for the last 3 years. So you a shitty dad, and the girl's even shittier than you, and you end up with a chick off the panel. Like, I'll be his baby mama. Like, bro, these YouTube streets is crazy, bro, and that's why they deserve slavery, right? Every day they show me why they need to be slaves.
I can't dispute your logic, sir.
They'd be happier. They really would.
I can't dispute nor support, but you know, I will sit back and I will gladly watch the show.
They'll accept it. All you gotta do is offer them reparations. They'll be, I'll be a slave for reparations.
Fuck some reparations.
Bro, you know how much reparations are, bro? I did the math.
$200 each.
Roughly. Now it's 9,500. 9,500 a person.
Well, that's a fucking income tax return.
9,500 a person.
Crying over an income tax return. That's crazy.
At the time in which they offered reparations, when there was 90% less people, like it's what 40 million, 52 million black people in America, something like that. At the time, there was 6. You know what I'm saying? So at that time, it would have been in today's money, it would have been like 300,000 for the slaves. But now you don't even know who slaves are. So now all the black people want it. All right, cool. It comes out to $9,500 a person, which is like you said. You got 2 kids, you get 9,500 back on your tax return. That's what they're arguing about. Tax return money.
Yeah. You know how motherfuckers like to be nigga rich.
And they'd be like, it's gonna cost the nation $2 trillion. I don't think they do girl math, bro. Like, do you really know what $1 trillion is divided by 52 million? Like, bro, it's not as much you think it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
You start losing money real fast.
I don't. Because people say shit like $50 million. $50 million is great money for you or me individually. $50 million for a municipality, probably broke. You feel what I'm saying?
I just think it's funny.
Look, bro, I think I believe my true belief is that they want slavery so bad without it being called slavery though. You got to rebrand.
It's called work.
Living wage, whatever, right? Program. You got to call it a program. Black people love programs.
They love their programs. I'll give you that, man. They are program-minded motherfuckers.
Love programs. You got to call it a program. I just
programs and studies, man.
Yeah, I was talking to some teachers, so you know they liberals, and I said the same thing I always say, and I was like, I was like, yo, we need to make it a program. They was like, yeah, make it a program. Now you've been arguing with me, nigga, for 15 minutes. Like, no. As soon as I said program, yeah, that'll work. Like, just the trigger words.
Dude, just program. All you got to do is say you want to do a study or start a program, and you're in like Flynn.
Yeah, they're weird people. But you know, when you can't think, somebody got to think for you, and that's most people. Like, it's not white. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna go there, bro. I ain't gonna talk about, because people assess things to groups. Then I get that. Sort of rebranding.
Well, anyway, like you said, we're all tribal minded. Whether or not we want to agree with it or not, we're all tribal minded.
Yeah, but
it's just whether or not you tribe up with the right tribe or not.
Yeah, and I'm tired of.
I'd be tired if it was me. I'd be tired of being tribed up with the losing team.
I'm telling you, bro. And it's winners in the losing team, but then they only.
But not enough for it to, balance out. For the pros to outweigh the cons.
Yeah, you got to. That's why you got to grab them and rebrand with them and make the losers want to be better, to be part of something. You got to make it exclusive. Blacks are too inclusive. We add everybody.
All I know is this election is going to be a wild one, dude, because they're trying real hard to make it seem like black men are all for Kamala while shaming black men into voting for Kamala because they know they have they know that they're going to have a hard time getting that demographic of voters to give her their support. There's dude, everything I keep seeing or reading or even comments on things, man. All you see is black men constantly saying, "Yeah, you got us fucked up." And I'm talking thousands of comments by thousands of different black men.
Yeah, people are trying to say that if you don't vote for her, then you're a misogynist or a racist. They've even got Obama running that bullshit. But think about this. If a woman's coming at you with a knife and you knock her out, Does that mean you're a misogynist because she's a woman? Well, you didn't hit her because she's a woman. You hit her because she's coming at you with a knife. Now, if you change that analogy
Yourself, sir, I hit her
into,
because she was a woman.
if you change the analogy into a political perspective, well, people that aren't voting for her don't like her policies.
She doesn't
Simple
have
as
policy.
that.
So
Because that's what being a president is about. It's about
She doesn't
having
even have
policies
programs.
that are a
She
benefit
don't even have
for
programs.
the people
That's
of the
crazy.
country.
That's how you know she's not a black woman. She don't even have a program.
They talk about goals that they have and claim that these goals are their plan. You ask them, what's your plan? Oh, we're going to put an end to this, or we're going to stop this, or we're going to start this. Now,
How?
those are goals. Those are goals. Those aren't plans. You know, how are you going to do it? How are you going to fund it? How are you going to get it to pass through Congress?
We're going to force it.
Oh, okay. So it's
Well,
fascism.
She's going to write about 18,000 executive orders the first day in office.
Mm-hmm. So who's going to be a dictator?
I mean, she
Mhm.
already got appointed instead of elected. So I mean, there's that. And you
Well,
know, I
she did
started the show.
she did say that at an early age, she learned about the power that she has with the swipe of her pen. She can draw someone up on charges and have them thrown in jail, have them lose their job, and do all this shit. And then she could even dismiss the case later with the swipe of her pen.
You know what's so crazy about that? And that's a woman thing. I ain't gonna put that on black women. That's a woman
I
thing.
think I got that soundbite too.
You know what's so crazy about that? She never talked about the good she could do with the power of her pen. It's always how I could destroy some man's life with the power of her pen.
Failed threats.
Her and Susan Rice. Susan Rice did that to Snoop Dogg. I'm gonna send the FBI at your house if you don't apologize to Gail King. It's what?
Fuck that bitch.
You gonna give me a Fed case because I called somebody a funky dog mouth bitch? That's worth a Fed case?
It is now.
That's a black woman. You going to jail. This
How
is
dare
what
you going our black queens like that.
that's why you don't let one. And I like Susan Rice because she was cute. Fuck that shit. She shouldn't have a job. There'll be more nuclear families in America if women didn't have a job.
Biggest mistake you guys ever made was calling your fucking women queens.
You need to up your standard, Dirty. Not only should you not talk to them without clothes on, don't even look at them if they got clothes on.
I mean, I still see them naked though. You know, I look like, you know, that's a guy thing. But they don't even really wear clothes. No woman without male supervision wears clothes, bro.
That's a fact.
So, and somebody
Bra
said this before.
burners.
It was the realest shit out. But they said when men told women how to dress, they dressed down because they would dress down to their ankle. Say when women dress, they dress up because the skirt all the way up to their coochie. And I said, you know what? That makes sense. So, yeah.
True
Women
story.
when women left to their own devices do everything in their power to get assaulted by men.
And never get assaulted. That's a problem. Think about this. The Susan Rice clip, the kind of
They say, look, it's like this, Dirty. They try and say that there's a rape culture in America when really there's a hoe culture in America.
nothing happens to them. Bro, do you know how black women say they're the least protected all the time? And that's a clip. They're repeating what Malcolm X said in 1961 about black women are least protected, least respected. That was a clip taken out of context of him trying to convince black women to join the Nation of Islam. It was similar in the same vein of Suge Knight saying, when you tire your producer dancing in the videos, come to death row. That was his come to death row speech. They cut the end off when he did the recruit and said black women are the least protected, least respected. And now black women run with that and say we the least protected. And the crazy thing, these the same bitches are getting naked and go all through the world. Mexico, Dubai, France, Ireland, Jamaica. They go all through the land trying to get pregnant by strangers. But they're the least protected. How? The same girls who go and drop their kids off in school in the morning, 8 in the morning, you ain't got nothing but a house coat on and some flip flops. You don't have nothing on under the house coat. You got a bonnet, a house coat, and some flip, and nobody even touched your booty. You the least protected. You are the safest motherfucker on the planet.
You know who the least protected and the least respected are? Even though we never actually get to see them because they're murdered before they even come out of the womb.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Those are the least protected and the least respected. They're not even human in the eyes of the women who abort them and the mouths of the doctors who make money from it. They're not even human beings. They're just a clump of cells.
You know how protected black women are? Just as a reference point. As much as they yell victim, they're so protected that when they talk about the downtroddenness of black people, they gotta talk about dead black men. They can't even mention a woman that something happens to. Think about that. When the last time women rallied over something happening to a black woman? Where is their what's the name? The fentanyl addict.
Floyd.
Yeah, where's their George Floyd? They don't have one. They don't have a traffic stop. Oh my gosh, she got deleted at the traffic. They don't have that story. They got to sacrifice their brothers and sons to the volcano in order for them to give houses to transgenders. They're traitors. They're traitors to the crayon.
I've been saying that I think a lot of these black women use their sons as like lottery tickets, man.
It's just not good people, bro. It's just not fucking good
Lottery tickets, shields, swords. Exploitation is a trade craft for their type.
Black women have convinced their sons to buy them a house by 11 years old. Because nobody could convince her to shut up and fry chicken so she can get a husband to buy her a house. That's crazy work. That's slavery. That's why, you know what? There is a black history, and I might do videos about it. There's a foundational American history, all that. But it starts at slavery when you talk to people, because slavery is the best time in America for black women. Black women love slavery. Black women were slavers. Think about the benevolence of white men, because white men are cooks, right? There were white men who slept with black women. They're handmaidens, they're house niggas, right? And then in his will said, when I die, she get the plantation. There is more documentation of white men freeing their slaves upon death, even from the beginning of the nation, starting with George Washington. That's where the nation began, right? Starting with him, Thomas Jefferson, all of them. It was more people saying, "Yo, I'm freeing you upon my death," than there are black women who, without adult supervision, right? Like a married black women, cool, all three of them. But single black women won't even allow their sons to get married. That's slavery. You can't lead a plantation. You go to school, they don't teach the boys how to read. If you smart, they say that you're a behavior problem. Because girls don't know shit. So if you know more than a teacher, you're a behavior problem. If you're active, you're a behavior problem. If your mother didn't teach you the crayons before you know numbers, count to 10 before you got to kindergarten, now you're a learning disability problem. The way that they do black boys is so crazy. Boys in general, to be honest with you, but the way they do boys in school is so crazy because it's too many women. 98% of schools are women. And then you wonder why nobody in Baltimore and in Chicago and Detroit can read. The fuck you got the job for? And why y'all petitioning every fucking 3 years for more money when the kids can't read? Like, that's your only job. Am I tripping?
Nah.
No.
I've never seen black. I've never seen. I'm not gonna say that. I can't say I've very rarely seen black women do a good job at anything, but I don't see white women do good in pressure situations either. But I do see them do adequate jobs at in their lane. You know what? You know what I hated about the pandemic the most? Women. Because you know what I wouldn't do? That stupid ass mask and that shit.
I wouldn't listen to anything they fucking said.
Nah, bro. It'd be like, no, because you got to go like the gas station. Like, let me get 10, 10 on pump.
Dude, I almost got arrested in the DMV during the pandemic for not wearing a mask.
Bro, I couldn't get gas. I'm like, I can't get gas. Like, just take. I'm already in the fucking gas station. Take the $10 and put it on 10. Oh, you can't come in here without a mask. I'm already here now. Take the fucking $10. I can't do that. You got to buy a mask for me to take the money. The fuck? And then they had all them free concerts. Did y'all get free concerts where y'all at? We got all these free concerts, these free.
The fuck you talking about free concerts? We got canceled concerts.
No, we got free concerts. Like, but when you get there, they be like, you got to show your Vax card to get in. And I'll be like, fuck, I'm turning them around.
Nah, dude, all the concerts we had around here got canceled.
Bro, in Chicago had it popping. Everywhere you went, it was like, it's free. Then you get there, they had the whole medical staff. They had people with syringes. They had a little laptop computer. Or
they're trying to fucking sucker you into letting them fucking do some shit.
For some music? Man, fuck this. I'm going home. Like, bro. And it was always women. Never saw a guy. Everywhere I went, guys be like, yo, you know you're supposed to have a mask. I'm like, I know, bro. They be like, all right, man, go ahead, man. Get what you got to get out. Women? That shit drove me crazy, bro.
Yeah, they felt like they were given some fucking, real power and authority. Upholding these fucking illegal laws that they were trying to enforce. And they didn't like it when you told them, what was it? How'd they frame it? It wasn't a law. It was a suggestion or something like that.
Yeah.
And
mandate.
Yeah, mandates. Man, I can't count how many times I get fucking some bitch pissed at me because I tell her a mandate ain't law.
Well, in April of 2022, Obama was speaking at Stanford Cyber Policy Center, and he said, and I quote, "Now that we have essentially clinically tested the jab," that's a substitute word, he didn't say jab, but now that we've essentially clinically tested the jab on billions of people worldwide, still about 1 in 10 Americans are afraid to get it. Now, since when has the world been their clinic? And how can you be testing something on somebody and at the same time claim that they've been given informed consent?
Makes sense if you don't think about it.
Yeah, bro. We lost Bob Saget. That's all I know. We lost Bob Saget. I liked Bob Saget.
Bob Saget was a kitty diddler.
That would explain why he on Full House. But what's the name of kitty diddler? Tampon Tim.
Yeah. Sure is. Dude, that just goes to show you that they're literally trying to fucking normalize the fucking pedophilia and shit.
It just goes to show trying to normalize gay. That's where I'm going with it. All boomers diddle.
They're trying to normalize as much dysfunction as they can so that what has been established can be destroyed and they can remake it. That's why Kamala uses that Marxist brainwashing trope. I can see what can be unburdened by what has been.
What does that mean?
That means that they want to erase people's concept and recollection of history so that the ones who follow along with the bullshit will be able to continue making the same mistakes, just like they did under Mao. He had this abolition of the four olds, He wanted to erase these traditions with the claim that they would start everything over and make it all better. But he never mentioned that it was a bait and switch where they would not necessarily have everything better for everyone, but better for the ones that were able to establish their own power after the existing power structure was dismantled. So if you don't learn from your history, you're bound to repeat it. Right? That is the alternative to we can see what can be, unburdened by what has been.
That is a dumbass, right?
The antithesis to that is the fact that if you don't learn from your history, you're bound to repeat it.
Well,
that's
the
why
rest of
I
that
use
phrase, right? You know the rest
one
of
of the main reasons that I use the Alice in Wonderland overtones that I use with the dormouse and the Cheshire Cat and all of that is because what Alice ought to have been doing before she started down this rabbit hole, do you know what that was? Her history studies.
Yeah, instead she was popping acid apparently. But you know the end of, the end of that phrase it's those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, and those who know are doomed to watch the idiots repeat it.
Yeah.
Because there's only 4 cycles of life, bro. You know, it's only 4 cycles. So right now we're in the because it goes to the weak man create strong men thing, right? Well, hard times create good times, blah blah blah, whatever. Right? Like boomers live the good times, and they don't want to die. Like they don't even have to die. Like they don't want to hand shit off. Like normally people have a retirement age. They pass the baton, they become the mentor, or they become the boss and teach their son how to run a business. Boomers will not let shit go. And they not it's like they're living to see a gay utopia owned by China. And I don't get it. But I appreciate Tim though. I didn't even know if I liked him. I like Tim now. Tim Walsh is my guy.
The fuck?
I mean, for real, if because they talking about they had the Hillary bomb. If Hillary really does have pictures of Tim diddling, he's the best candidate we could get, bro, in order to save America.
Yep, that's just what we need. It's a quality diddler.
No, I mean nobody's gonna.
He's a candidate.
Yeah, the best candidate we can have, bro. Because they're not the people are like, oh, we don't want a diddler and the Indian from Canada.
Dude, they'll find a way to try and make that be some fucking right wing fucking white supremacy fucking bullshit. Just watch. Just wait. I can see it already.
Look, bro. Look, here. Unless they drop the monkeypox, right, in October or something, right? There's no way. I know you ain't see the beginning of this. Did you see the beginning of the show when I was just venting, bro, because there was 151 million voters in 2020, registered voters, and he said 141 showed up. That's impossible, bro. There's never been
again. What were those numbers again?
Sorry, brothers.
There's 151 million registered voters, and they said there was 141 million casted votes in the Biden-Trump election. How? During the pandemic, mail-in voting? How?
Yeah, that's kind of those numbers are kind of fucking astronomical, really. You think about it.
Biden got 20 million more votes than there are registered Democrats. How? So unless we get monkeypox, Trump might be back in.
Yeah, they're trying to push the monkeypox scare.
I don't think people going. I think people had enough. You can't do it every 4 years. You got to wait a generation. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Wait 15, 20 years and come back. You can't. Every election year, bam, new disease. How?
That's going to be the new thing. A new disease and a new fucking indictment.
You know what? Red Illusion said. Pew Research said only 66% of people voted. That's the average. I'm telling you, bro. This is what you got to do, right? You got to go on Duck Go, bro, and they give you the numbers because you can't get it on Google. They just give you the percentages. Like Biden won with this many electoral votes, and Trump had this many. They never give you the numbers. I had to go on Duck Go to get the numbers, bro. And I was like, impossible, impossible. You know, people don't mail in vote, bro. Nobody takes the time to mail in vote.
Well, they don't have to take the time to mail in vote when you got fucking ballots that are mailed right to your house without even asking for them.
I mean, you can live in a vacant lot in a storefront, you still get a ballot. That's what's up.
No, dude, I'm telling you, me and the wife, we got like fucking 5 different ballots for 5 different people. Well, at our house that election year. Seriously. I mean, if we were fucking disingenuous fucking libtards, we could have filled out every single one of them and sent out. You don't think that there aren't libtards that did that?
Bro, 141 million. I'm not gonna say there's not libtards that do that. Bro, the most popular presidents in my lifetime, in my time on this rock, have been Reagan, Clinton, and Obama. Biden got more votes than all 3 of those men combined. Did you see his rallies? It was like 6 people there and 5 of them was security. Ain't no way, bro.
Do you see them trying to act as if Trump's last rally there wasn't anybody there when while they were showing was behind the stage where the press was set where the press seats were what do they call it, reserved and shit?
Okay, going to the RNC, I'll say this. I believe that the stadiums are packed. I don't think that this is what I think is fake. Me going to the RNC and the DNC being in Chicago, right? This is what I believe. Whatever's going on, be like 4 people, and they give you a tight shot outside to make it look like there's protesters and crowds. I don't think anybody's outside. Nobody was outside in Chicago. Nobody's outside in Milwaukee.
That's a fact too. Like nobody.
Nobody's outside in Chicago. Like nobody.
I was highly disappointed.
But I believe going to the RNC though, there was a lot of people that went in. A lot of people went in that stadium. There wasn't a lot of overflow, but a lot of people went in that stadium. I believe that people showed up for Trump. I don't believe Trump's numbers, but I don't believe their numbers either.
Oh, no. I don't believe nobody's numbers, honestly. I think they're all fabricating their numbers. Which, why wouldn't you? You're always going to fucking bolster your numbers to be higher, you know? You want to seem as though you're winning. You know?
Look, I want Kamala to lose. I want Kamala to lose more than I want Trump to win, if that makes sense. And it's not.
I want Kamala to come up missing. That's what I want. And for this nightmare to go away.
You can't sell me on it, right? So if you can't sell me on it, then we got a problem, right? You can't. This is what Democrats are, right? People that go off feelings. You can't make me feel like Obama made me feel, right? Obama made the nation feel. Kamala don't make me fit. You already don't have policy. Obama had no policy. He was a one-term senator that only voted on 2 acts. Like he didn't even have a history to go on. But feelings. Kamala don't give feelings. Probably because of Obama. Right? Like how many times do we need somebody with foreign parents that lived in another country running America? And that's what I was trying to explain with the tether thing. That's what I'm talking about. People with no attachment to America put in place by whoever to run America. Lori Lightfoot. I'm not saying Lori Lightfoot a foreigner. Lori Lightfoot was a lawyer from Cleveland. Her practice was in Cleveland. Her history was in Cleveland. Her and her wife met in Cleveland. How in the fuck did she come to Chicago and become the mayor? And as soon as she lost, you know where she moved to? Cleveland.
Because Chicago loves homosexuals. Let's just keep it a buck, dude. It is what it is. You got to take that L.
Because of how she got elected, I'm not gonna take that L. But she got elected, so I can't. Because she got elected on a runoff for only 3,000. What? She won by 2,500 votes. I think like 12,000.
Don't matter. She still won.
But it was gonna be two dykes anyway. It was gonna be her or Tony
Right.
Periwinkle.
Dude, all you're doing is solidifying the point that I made that Chicago likes homosexuals.
Chicago likes black women. Those two just happen to be homosexuals. But Chicago does have an affinity to listen to black chicks. It's really slavish. I give you that. That's why I can't argue. And then most girls go both ways anyway, so you still end up with a lesbian, no matter how you cut and slice. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, my food's here, man, so I'm going to eat.
We out, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through, bro. Listen to us.
Have you guys heard the new update on Trump's fraud case that went to appeals court?
No, but I don't see anything good coming from that.
I can show you right now. And I think you'd like to hear it.
They denied his appeal.
Check this out.
So look, many people aren't aware that the Trump fraud case went before the appeals court this week. And if you don't know how an appeals court works, there are 5 judges that sit in judgment in these cases. And they basically let the prosecution and the defense both lay out their cases. And their job is to consider whether or not the case was worth hearing in the first place. And it went so badly for the Democrat lawyers that by the end of it, their closing arguments was just them begging to not get sanctioned. So they did a ton of different things throughout this case. But the biggest thing was the judges kept interrupting them. They kept saying, hold on. Can you find me one other time in history where the person who took the loan was able to call the bank that they took the loan from, and then that bank showed up and said, we weren't defrauded? And the lawyers spent like 2 hours trying to find one little instance where it happened. But then the judges said, okay, let's try something else. They said, hey, have you ever prosecuted someone for lying about the value of a property when it resulted in the entire loan being paid back with interest? And again, they gave them like 2 hours to try to explain their case, and they still couldn't produce a single case where that had happened. And then the judges said, hey, you know what? We'll give you another shot. They said, have you ever seen an attorney general prosecute a case where there was no damage to the public, there was no damage to the person you said was defrauded, and there was no actual malice committed by the person who took the loan? And then they took another like 6 hours on that one. And by the end of it, the judges were like, so you don't have any instance of that happening. And then by the time they were done, the judges were like, I don't even know if this is a case that should have been brought. And they said, look, y'all might need to be sanctioned for bringing this case in a malicious manner. One of the judges actually said, I have come to believe that since a case like this has never been brought in the history of the country, not only New York, that you have only brought this case because the person was running for president, which would put you afoul of not only multiple regulations regarding the law, but would also run you afoul of electioneering interference. In fact, at the end of it, when they got to give their closing arguments, instead of arguing the value of their case, instead of arguing that like we should have been able to bring this case because of X and Y and all this shit, they actually just said at the end, we hope that the court will take into account that lawyers need to be able to bring cases like this without the threat of sanction. Basically, they were saying, we hope that you decide that we're not going to get in trouble for bringing this bullshit case. That was what happened at the appellate court. So Trump being found guilty of fraud and having to pay 500 some odd million fucking dollars and the whole left celebrating about that, he's going to get all that money back because the appellate court was like, this is a bullshit case. The people he took the loan from literally came to court on his behalf and said, hey, we weren't defrauded. We knew he overvalued Mar-a-Lago. We took that into our calculations. And even if we had taken that into our calculations and the value of Mar-a-Lago was part of 0.14, the president of Deutsche Bank said, you know why we gave him the loan? It had nothing to do with the value of Mar-a-Lago. It had to do with we given him 21 other loans, and he has paid back all 21 with interest. We were giving him the loan regardless of the value of anything. And that's where the appellate court was like, how do you have a case? Deutsche Bank literally said we were giving him the loan regardless. And that's when they started begging to not get sanctioned. So yeah, that's what happened with the Trump fraud case this week. Going really well for the Democrats.
So anybody that wants to talk about Trump's a convicted felon, not only can you point out that he's not been sentenced, so that means he doesn't have a conviction on his record just because they've given a guilty verdict on these cases. You can share that with them, that fact. You can share this current ruling. You can share the Fani Willis situation in Georgia. And also the classified documents case was dismissed because the special prosecutor was appointed by an agency that was not through official channels. Jack Smith was not nominated by a president, and he was not confirmed by the Senate. So they've been going about this lawfare in a basically illegal manner, or without going through proper legal proceedings.
You know what? I wasn't gonna believe a TikToker, but I just checked out Politico and they said the same thing.
Yeah, he's just citing
yeah, I just
citing the court rulings.
Yeah, I believe him now. I mean, Politico said the same. You know why I'm shocked? He and his appellate court judges were 5 black women. I'm shocked. I thought it was over for him. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, I believe in miracles. Okay, that's what's up. We're gonna have to do a show about that. I'm gonna do some research on it. I'm gonna do a show about that. But right now, man, I'm getting out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. This became
shit, I was muted. I said I was about ready to bounce up out of here because I got food getting cold.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to get some jerk chicken.
Alrighty,
or tacos or something. But all right, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We out, man. Gratitude. Peace.
Yep.